Hello, everybody. You might notice it's a little darker. The colors have changed. It is that time of year. I'm going to celebrate it all month long because honestly, to me, this is the best time of year. We're just heading into winter if you're in the northern hemisphere, I guess. But yeah, greatest time. Lots of holidays to look forward to if you celebrate them. And it's just all around nice. It's little, it cools off a little bit temperature wise. And it just gets that kind of, that feeling about spooky season indeed. But have some great videos. Videos. Have some great edits to react to today. And I'm sure you'll enjoy. We got a Vampire Diaries video. Then we head on to One Piece. And then we go to DaouOffroad. I believe it's Offload. According to Jace. I'm going to trust it. My Sweet Home 3. I guess it's season 3. And as well another. So we kind of cap this episode. What are we calling these? Streams? Episodes? We cap today with another Vampire Diaries video. This one specifically Delena, so it should be interesting. Spooktober indeed. Yes, the best season. Absolutely. Oh, you've been listening. That's smart. That is very smart. That's a good way to do it. I try to do that whenever I watch something that I have no idea what's going on. Just try to absorb as much as you can from, what's being said. But yeah, it should be amazing. Definitely looking forward to these. These were all member requested videos via toddreacts.com. If you would like to request your own, you can do so. toddreacts.com, as I said. The season and series tiers are how you request videos. So go ahead and check that out. As well, when you're there on the website, you're going to see it, definitely. It's on the main page, and it's also, you come over to this all products and hit winter collection or accessories. You can check it out. Winter collection just dropped as of October 1st. I'm wearing something from last year, if you will. This is the long sleeve. It's the Champion branded long sleeve tee, which is down a little ways. We got a bunch of new items here, certainly at the top, as you could see. Tons of colors as well. We got the denim jacket is back. That one in public gets a lot of comments, which is very interesting. I've enjoyed that quite a bit. Bomber jacket is new. Let's see. We got the knitted crew neck. That is brand new. The long sleeve tee, which I'm currently wearing, is right there. The fleece joggers are brand new as well. Those should be amazing. Obviously, you can see there's tons of different colors here. Choose from. Tons of colors for everything, honestly. I try to select as many as I can. So go ahead and check these out as well. The accessories are brand new. We have a rocks glass, which is super cool. The pint glass, which should be here momentarily, within a couple days. I'm looking forward to it. You will see me drink out of it on Friday streams. That will be a thing going forward. We have a notebook as well. I know a lot of you just started classes, so I'm like, hey, notebook sounds like a good idea. Soy candle. Look good, smell good, all that good stuff. We got a snap case for the iPhone. I did see a few. There are some options for, I don't know if you're aware of the brand OtterBox, like that more protective phone case. They have one for iPhone as well as Android, or, specifically Samsung. So if you have a Samsung, I could potentially get that together and make that available as well. Obviously, we have all the other accessories that you've come to know available as well. So typically with the accessories, nothing really leaves the accessories. I just add to it whenever a collection comes out. But the winter collection is mostly brand new with a lot of new stuff, and then a couple items are obviously from last year. The one I'm wearing, of course. So yeah, check it out. Ships all over the world, and when I say all over the world, I literally mean all over the world. These items can be produced in multiple different countries, which is super cool. So depending on where you're located in the world, it'll produce it closer to you, which cuts down on shipping time. So it's super neat. What's up, Andy? Welcome. That denim jacket's calling my name. It is a great denim jacket. I was Very pleased. Stitching's amazing. The denim is actually like actual denim. It's fantastic. Very good. So I know you'll enjoy it. And yeah. I also have the bomber jacket here coming in pretty soon. So that should be pretty interesting as well. I'm looking forward to that. So go ahead and check it out. Members of the website save 15% on every order all the time. It just automatically applies to your cart. You don't have to do anything. It just automatically applies it. So yeah, check it out. Winter collection will be around until I think May 1st, if I'm not mistaken. That'll be the switch over to summer, which makes sense, right? It gets hot. You want less fabric on your body. But yeah, check it out. Check it out today. It's I'm really proud of it. I designed it all myself, and hoping you enjoy it. Go ahead and check out the YouTube channel. That is where all of these streams lie. So if you're watching live on Twitch and you're like, hey, where is the rest of this stuff? Where is the rest of this stuff? Where could it be? Where's the, everything I just watched? Where is it? Well, it all lies on the YouTube channel. Honestly, it's just because Twitch has a weird, I think it's because they want to save space, obviously server space. It would take a lot of server space to hold all these live streams. Especially the people that live stream for like 11 hours, 12 hours, or 24 hours. I think, wasn't one going for like 48 hours or something like that, or 72? It was crazy. I think it was recent. But yeah, that would take a lot of server space, cloud space, whatever. So they all hang out on YouTube. So go ahead and check those out. Plus, in addition to the live streams, which I think we're on the 80th live stream, how did that happen? How did that happen? I cannot believe it's been that many so far. It feels like I just started this like 2 weeks ago, but wow. Over 1,000 reaction videos on the YouTube channel. So if you're brand new or you've just been here for like a month, go ahead and check it out. It's pretty amazing, and I hope you enjoy it. Subscribe today. I actually do have updated numbers. These are from September. 88% of the viewers of the YouTube channel were not subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe today. I would appreciate it greatly. Let's go ahead and get that subscriber number up and support the channel, grow the channel, create, a bigger community for cool people to join us and enjoy the videos. And honestly, it's just more people to talk, more people to put their opinion in. I think it's a overall positive. So go ahead and subscribe today and join the Discord as well. There it is. Discord's available. As you can see at the top, it actually tells you when I'm live, and it gives you a nice little handy link to Twitch, which is super awesome. So if you have the Twitch app installed, it just opens that. Or if you don't, it just opens a browser on your phone or your device, whatever device you're using. Super nice. And yeah, easy to follow along. And there is a ton of channels to talk about whatever you're into, whether it's a show, whether it's a movie, whether it's a pairing, whatever it is that you're into. You can join today. And if you don't see a channel for something you're really into, like maybe you're really into, I don't know, what's something drag racing. If you're really into drag racing and you don't happen to see a channel for it, go ahead and request it in the request a channel. You can see it right there. Towards the top, that is available, and then we create the channel for you, and then you go crazy on it. Enjoy. I'm sure you'll find other people that are into stuff that you're into. At this point, it's 145 members and growing, which is super cool. I'm very excited about it. It used to just be, the Discord used to just be a way for website members to to request videos. And then I saw other creators and having online communities, and I'm like, why do I have this closed off? I was like, this would be so much more fun if we had like actual conversations going on. The comments on YouTube videos is one thing. It's kind of like a hit and leave kind of situation. This is more of like a stay and having a long form conversation and update people with new posts. And hey, did you see who this person just did on Snap, or hey, did you just see what, the new video that this person uploaded on, it just opens itself up more towards an actual conversation between fans, which is super cool. And I have definitely enjoyed seeing it grow. It is amazing. Everyone's been super nice, super pleasant. So if you're, worried about joining, I wouldn't be worried about it. Everybody's very welcoming. And I think you will enjoy it. So go ahead and try it today. You don't have to stay. If you want to leave, you can leave. We don't shut the door or anything behind you. You can leave. But I would just say try it out, See how it goes. I'm sure you'll find plenty of amazing people in here that are into stuff that you're into. And you can see all the fun categories we have here. Food. If you want to go on a rant, you can go on a rant. Music that you're into. Maybe it's something you just heard you want to share with others. Maybe it's your favorite album of all time and you want to share it with others. It's amazing. Luke says it's a great community. Like, some members have even put edits for me to throw in my videos. That's amazing. That is amazing. So it's more interactive with fans thanks to the Discord. Agreed. Yes, absolutely. And the Zinunu crew, that's a fantastic name for it. Zinunu crew, it kind of goes together very well. It reminds me of the 100, the Sky crew, for some reason. But the Zinunu crew has helped tremendously in reaction videos. Been amazing. Obviously, Luke and Jace, certainly the Discord mods. The feral Zanza. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. But it has been great. So go ahead and check it out today. That is my sales pitch, I guess you could say, for the free Discord. The link is everywhere. It's on the Twitch profile. It's on the YouTube channel. It's in the description of every YouTube video. Like, it's everywhere. It's on the website even. So go ahead and check it out. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the Discord. And if you would like to request videos, head on over to toddreacts.com. Those are all the things. If you do all of those, I mean, you're just an all-star. You're just an absolute all-star. So go ahead and join and enjoy it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start with the first video of the day. Bring back over here so I know what the heck's going on. What's up, Will? Welcome in. Alrighty. This is called The Vampire Diaries Full Story. Season 1, Episode 1 through Season 8, Episode 16. 15th anniversary. This just came out via this editor 3 weeks ago. So it's pretty fresh. Pretty fresh. All right, here we go. It would help if I transferred. There we go. I updated the computer, which is always a terrible idea when you have everything set up and ready to go. Oh my gosh. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
I have lived in secret, hiding in the shadows, alone in the world. Until now, I am a vampire. And this is my story. Mystic Falls. I was born here. This is my home.
And mine.
And mine.
For
And
centuries,
mine.
supernatural creatures have lived
Kidding.
among us.
They are vampires, werewolves, doppelgangers, witches.
And even hybrids.
There are those who protect them.
Those who want them dead.
They are the ones we love.
And the ones we've lost.
I will start fresh. Be someone new.
5 bodies all drained of blood.
They've come back.
What are you?
I'm a vampire.
I'm tired of thinking, of talking.
I'm shallow. I'm a kiddie pool.
It's true, Elena. I'm a witch. My life is... it's like a never-ending funeral.
Game on.
What? I'm a murderer. I'm a monster. I
Your mother loves you. Sleep well.
Because in the end,
What about you?
when you lose somebody, every candle, every prayer is not going to make up for the fact that the only thing that you have left is a hole in your life where that somebody that you care about used to be.
She's gone. And so's gone.
And a rock.
Thank you for your forgiveness.
When I see everything that you have, your home, your boyfriend, your kids, your life, it makes me feel so alone that I want to die.
Please tell me that you figured out a way to bring us all back.
I lost it.
She sacrificed everything for us, over and over again. And then we were supposed to be there for her.
I feel, Lena. Okay? And it sucks.
Count of 3. 1, 2.
No, I can't.
What's going on, Bonnie? Why can't I feel you?
We ring this bell in honor of Bonnie. Bonnie,
I thought you had the summer around.
If I stroll truly living, everything you used to breathe.
This editor did an amazing job picking these clips. I haven't seen like 99% of these.
You're not gonna get me.
Thank you for allowing me to say goodbye. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What did you? I feel it. There's going to be an uptick.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was going to leave you all alone. This is Elizabeth.
Can you do it one last time? I feel happy.
It's a busy year.
It's good to see you, Elena. One last time.
because I am the big brother.
Indeed.
I'm sorry I wasn't better at it until now.
I predict this year is going to be kick-ass. And I predict all the sad and dark times are over and you are going to be beyond happy.
Why did you stop me?
How often did you start the year out? I know I've done this every year. I'm like, this year is going to be great. I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Things are going to be different. And then a couple months in, you're just like, man, I didn't do any of that stuff.
Because this isn't us.
Oh, the hope of a new year. Nothing compares to it.
They said they could make her comfortable.
She's not comfortable. She's dying. Devin, I can't find a pulse. Devin, please just give her blood. Do something.
It's too late.
It's a good point, Luke.
No, Mama. No.
I love you so much. You can say goodbye.
You think it exists?
Peace. I do.
It's feeling epic. And I will love her forever, too. Damon. My little brother.
I'm Damon.
I'm Stefan.
I'm Elena.
I'm Todd. Wow. Absolute wow. Dang. That was an amazing edit. But I also feel like we just went through like a lot of deaths. Hey, how's it going? That was amazing edit. Great song to go with it too. Obviously, knocking on heaven's door, everyone just getting stabbed and sliced and diced and bit and hit and all that good stuff. Oh my gosh. Wow. You know, I watched I think on the last stream there was a Vampire Diaries video, and it just kind of reminded me, number one, I've reacted to at least like 80 of these at this point. It's a lot. But it had been a while. And I was just like, you know, coming back to it after all this time, you just realize how good of a show it is. It just seems like the relationships are really well done. Obviously, there's a lot of turmoil, there's a lot of violence and whatnot, but it just seems like they really nailed kind of that coming of age struggle with people and figuring out who you are and where you fit in the world, and just add on top of that, oh yeah, vampires and whatnot, tribrids, hybrids, hybrids. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's an absolute lot. Good grief. Yeah, it was weirdly nostalgic. 87 reaction videos to Vampire Diaries. Oh my gosh. Wow. And I think the first one was actually a Bonnie video. And I was just like, what is this? What? I've heard of this show. I just don't know what it is. I know it involves vampires, obviously. But it was one of those where I never really checked it out. I'd heard of it. I saw commercials for it. I was so uninterested because I didn't think it had, number one, I didn't think it was geared towards me. And number two, everyone talking about it in school was just so fawning over everybody. Like it was very, I don't know, like you're just, it was very much like the teen crush show. Like you would just watch it and you would just fawn over a certain character or whatever. And I was just like, I don't have any interest in that. But boy, after I started watching those edits and the reacting to them, I was just like, this is way more than I thought it was. Number one, the characters are interesting, not just good looking, right? And number two, the story is somewhat interesting. It makes you think. It makes you think like, how would I act? How would I react to this situation? Put yourself in whoever's shoes, Damon's shoes, Stefan's shoes, whatever. Elena's shoes. There's so much to it that I didn't initially give it credit for, which honestly, this has been very eye-opening. That is literally the story of this entire thing. Is my eyes have been opened to shows and content that I just had no idea, number one, existed. Number two, how good everything seemingly is. I mean, maybe it's just the editing making everything look amazing, but it's shocking how good content is that I haven't seen, or shows I haven't seen, or movies I haven't seen, music acts that I've never even heard of. It's been very eye-opening. But Vampire Diaries is definitely one where I even got, for someone who just reacts to edits of the show, like I've seen a couple episodes, I've reacted to a couple, they're on the website, but I even got like nostalgic over it after not seeing it for a while. It was very odd. I was just like, whoa, I feel nostalgic for a show I haven't even seen all the way through. It's very interesting. Very interesting. You could say he was Elena Buffy's Spike. That's a good comparison right there. Everyone had a favorite vampire? I would assume. I mean, most of the conversations I overheard way back during this time was usually just talking about, how hot someone was or something. Very shallow conversations. I'm sure that was not everybody. I'm sure that was just the random conversations I just overheard, but yeah, it was a lot to do about, dang, this is like the hottest cast ever. Season 1, the first season began airing in 2009. Oh my gosh. It's unbelievable how long ago that was. There was a 1-week break in October, then 2 months back from break. Interesting. Season 1 was 22 episodes. Good grief. They knew this show was going to be good. I have no idea if they ran like a pilot just to see if it was good, or maybe they had like 2 or 3 episodes and then checked the ratings, but wow. Not sure if you saw my message photo. You can find all note. Yeah, the tags right here. This section. Yeah. I did. 4 months after the tragic... I appreciate that, by the way. Was starting to learn English at that time. Wow. Saved me copy and pasting 8 times. 4 months after a tragic car accident that killed their parents, 17-year-old Elena and her 15-year-old brother Jeremy are still adjusting to their new reality. Elena's always been the star student, beautiful, popular, and involved with school and friends, but now she finds herself struggling to hide her grief from the world. That was very apparent. Wasn't her hangout spot in the cemetery or something like that? Like, she was hanging out in the cemetery a lot. Which is definitely very emo. Elena and Jeremy are now living with their cool but overwhelmed Aunt Jenna, who is doing her best to be a surrogate parent. That would be a lot of pressure. Just all of a sudden, you're a parent. Oh, hey, did you guys eat food? Elena manages to find some comfort with her family, social circle, best friend Bonnie, frenemy Caroline, and former boyfriend Matt. But Jeremy is on a more dangerous path, hanging out with the stoners and using drugs to hide his pain. Jeremy is also trying to figure out why Matt's sister Vicky is suddenly rejecting him and finding out with and hanging out with Jeremy's rival Tyler. As the school year begins at Mystic Falls High School, Elena and her friends are fascinated by a handsome and mysterious new student, Edward Cullen. Oh no, wait, wrong show. Stefan Salvatore. Stefan and Elena are immediately drawn to one another, although Elena is puzzled by Stefan's increasingly bizarre behavior when he appears suddenly at the cemetery where her parents are buried. What she doesn't realize is that Stefan is hiding a dark, deadly secret of his own. The fact that he's a 161-year-old vampire hanging out with a 17-year-old. Oh my gosh. At a bonfire party the next night, Elena and Stefan are just getting to know each other when chaos erupts after Vicky is attacked and left bleeding from a savage bite to the neck. Stefan returns home, finds his older brother Damon, whom he hasn't seen in 15 years. 15 out of 161 is not much, though. That's like a weekend away. Hello, age gap romance, indeed. Damon's also a vampire. That would, imagine if he wasn't. And the two brothers have a long and bitter history. Damon ridicules Stefan for rejecting their legacy of violence and brutality. Brutality. Reminds me of Mortal Kombat. But he understands his brother's obsession with Elena since she looks exactly like a woman Stefan loved more than a century ago, doppelganger, or time traveler. A woman that Damon tried to make his own. Now these two vampire brothers, one good, one evil, are at war for Elena's soul and for the souls of her friends, family, and all the residents of Mystic Falls, Virginia. Antagonists, Damon, Annabelle, John Gilbert, Isabel Fleming, Catherine Pierce. Obviously guest starring, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to go through every episode. Episode 1. All right, season 2. What do we got? Began airing in 2010. Gosh, that takes me back. That is wildly long ago. Vampire Diaries' second season is a story of two vampire brothers who are obsessed with the same beautiful girl, battling for control, blah, blah, blah. Just like season 1. During season 1, Stefan and Damon return to their hometown. We get it. Oh, second paragraph here. Season 2 began when the appearance of the villainous Catherine in Mystic Falls throws a wrench into the love triangle between the two brothers fighting for the love of Elena. That is weird, to have two brothers fighting for love of one person. That is wild to me. 200 years age gap is okay. 20 years age gap is not. That's very funny. I mean, I wouldn't say Damon is evil. He's more of a dangerous guy that just doesn't give a damn, but secretly does. Yeah, I would say that too. I guess they really try to paint him as evil in the beginning. Like the first couple episodes, they try to make him seem like a terrible, just absolute like evil being in a way, just torturing Stefan and whatnot. But yeah, I assume after all that, it just kind of melts away from evil to just, yeah, he's an interesting dude. He takes a different approach. Elena, who can't choose between the two, why not both? Why not both, right? And the other residents of Mystic Falls must choose sides as they fall victim to a new breed of the danger. In the meantime, one of Elena's friends, Caroline, became a vampire after being killed by Catherine while having Damon's blood in her system, forcing her friends to help her cope with the new outlook on life she has been given. And if that wasn't bad enough, it soon became apparent the vampires may not be the only creatures of the night living in Mystic Falls, as not only the existence of werewolves, Team Jacob, came to light, but also the revelation of the original vampires. They are the genesis of the vampire species, the oldest, most powerful, and deadly vampires in the world. New and unexpected friendships will be forged. Allies will become enemies. Hearts will be broken. Stefan and they really went hard on that sentence. Stefan and Damon will be forced to face a villain more evil and diabolical than they've ever believed possible. So definitely it ratchets up the tension in the second season. Like, oh, by the way, there's also these absolute killers that are on the loose. Brothers can learn to share. That is very true. That is very true. Disgusting in this context, but very true. A character that is evil, which is no good, is someone like Kai. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'll never forget me thinking Bonnie and Kai were a pair. That edit was so deceiving. Oh, my gosh. I'll never trust again. Third season of Vampire Diaries began airing in fall 2011. Julie Pleck mentioned that it will be the year of the originals. So really, it was really ramping up the fact that this is going to be a possible spin-off. Because the last time I read that article interviewing Julie Pleck, who was just like, look, we had this thing planned out. We had multiple more spin-offs after Legacies. Like, they had planned this like crazy. Season 3 opens the door to learn more about Klaus and the original family as his motives for wanting Stefan on his side are finally revealed. As Stefan sinks deeper into the dark side, Damon and Elena struggle with the guilt of their growing bond, even as they work together to bring Stefan back home. The ghost from Jeremy's past has a powerful message they're trying to deliver to him, not to mention the impact they're having on his relationship with Bonnie. Jeremy got with Bonnie? As Caroline and Tyler grow closer, a war erupts between their families. Interesting. All right. Holy crap. There's 3,000 comments on season 4. Oh my gosh. Whoa. That is a whole conversation and a half going on down there. The fourth season began airing in 2012. I like the fact that it always came on in the fall. That's really nice. Season 4 begins with the knowledge that everything is in transition. Elena faces her worst nightmare when she awakens after the accident and finds she must now endure the terrifying transition to become a vampire. Or face certain death. Well, that's not really a decision, is it? Something controversial must have happened? Yeah, I bet. I think they wanted to do another spin-off with Stefan's daughter. I might be wrong. Similar to how they did Klaus's daughter, Hope. Characters like the Alaric twins. Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet they did. It was amazing the fact that she said multiple spin-offs. Like, oh, you had a bunch planned. Stefan and Damon are torn even further apart over how to help Elena adjust to a life she never wanted, and everyone has to cope with the chaos Alaric created when he outed the vampires and their supporters to the Mystic Falls Council and local church leaders. Despite everything that has happened to them, as Elena and her friends enter into the final stretch of high school before graduation sends them off on different paths. Boy, it's a sad time, isn't it? Oh, graduation. You're looking forward to it all 4 years of high school. And then you get there, and then you're like, all right, bye. Wait a minute, I'm losing my friends? No. Well, unless you all stay in the same area or all go to the same school, uni or whatever. But yeah, it's amazing how quickly people drop off when they don't see each other every day, all day. They feel the bond to their hometown of Mystic Falls take on a deeper meaning when a new mysterious villain is introduced, who seems intent on destroying it. Season 5. Wow, 3,000. Dang. October 3rd. Oh, dang, 1 day ago, 2013. Season 5 begins with a sense of hope. That's always nice for Elena. After a very passionate summer with Damon. Hello. Elena heads to Whitmore College with Caroline, not knowing that Bonnie had sacrificed her life in order to resurrect Jeremy. Oh my gosh. Bonnie's friends fought to bring her back to life as the anchor to the other side. Stefan had to face off with his immortal doppelganger, Silas, and the newly human Catherine struggled with mortality and motherhood. Damon's relationship with Elena was put to the test when Enzo, an old vampire friend from Damon's past, revealed he's still alive and looking for some revenge. Stefan and Caroline's friendship deepened as they stood up to the Travelers, a nomadic witch tribe led by the ruthless Marcos, who were driven to strip Mystic Falls of magic and cast out all of its supernatural residents. Finally, having lost his town and fearing to lose his loved ones on the imploding other side, Damon makes a huge sacrifice to bring all of them back to catastrophic results. Interesting. Season 6. (2014). What's wild is 2014 was a decade ago. Oh, what? A decade. My biggest issue with the Vampire Diaries, mainly Julie Plec, was how she mistreated Kat Graham, who played Bonnie. How she just wrote Bonnie awfully, like ruining everything going for her, like making her finally be happy than killing her lover. Yeah, that was definitely something that was brought up a lot in the comments during any sort of reaction to certainly the Vampire Diaries, but more specifically Bonnie videos. That was very apparent. When low-key Bonnie was the only character you always loved because she could never do no wrong. Yeah, that was kind of the sentiment that most people gave around those videos, is that Bonnie was just so mistreated. The character, the actress, really brutal. Just really too bad. You know what's funny is I saw Kat Graham in a couple Netflix movies recently, like a couple like Christmas themed ones. And I'm like, hey, I know her. It was super cool. It was nice to see her in, more productions and whatnot. And it seems like she's been in a couple of those. So maybe she's like really a shoo-in for that stuff. But yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice to see her. I think one of them was called Operation Christmas Drop or something. And then another one was, oh gosh, it was something with an advent calendar. Might have been called the Advent Calendar, something like that. But yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was a rom-com, holiday-themed rom-com. I thought it was good. I thought it was really neat. Both of them, actually. Yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, Tom Hopper. Yep, that was a good one. I thought it was pretty neat. Then again, I'm a sucker for those videos around that time of year. Oh, who doesn't love a good rom-com when it's like cold out or something and it's dark and you got like, low lighting and all that good stuff. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Gets you, in the feels. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Now, months after this devastating tragedy, Damon and Bonnie made the ultimate sacrifice in order to bring back their friends. Now, months after that, everyone is dealing with the loss of their loved ones in different ways, some more destructively than others. What happened to Bonnie and Damon, and if they can be saved, remains a mystery. Meanwhile, their beloved hometown of Mystic Falls continues to be a magic-free zone, protected by a seemingly harmless community watch program. If there's any hope of salvaging their former lives, our heroes must find a way to push through their grief and band together. What? I never saw that show like that. That's weird phrasing for that. This season will explore themes of loss, denial, and what it means to move on in the face of immortality, ultimately begging the age-old question, can you really ever go home again? Can you ever really go home again? I mean, yes, but it's different. It's going to be different no matter what. I mean, time changes you. I'm home right now. Time changes you, you know, you'll never be in the same spot twice, which is just kind of interesting. You might be physically in the same spot, but you've changed, times have changed, people you've have changed, etc. I kind of find that whenever I go back home for like the holidays or whatever, it's interesting because it's like, oh, hey, you know, I remember this, but also it's just different. You know, everybody's a little older. People are married. People are married off, you know. They got kids. It's totally different. Completely different vibe. You know, you can't just hang out together all together for the entire time. They got to go home, feed the pets, watch the kids, feed the kids, whatever. And it's never quite the same. So can you ever really go home again? Depends on your perspective, but I don't believe you can. Because whenever I see that question or think of that, I always think of like childhood, which obviously you cannot go back to your childhood. Time only moves in one direction, right? One Direction. Shout out One Direction. But yes, kind of sad, but also, you know, that's life. We're just moving through life, moving through time, one direction, hoping for the best. I don't know. It's kind of a sad thing. It's kind of depressing in a way, but it's also, you know, you also have that wonder of life. You know, what's going to happen? I don't know. Could be good. Could be bad. But hopefully it's good. It's just one of those things. Oh my gosh. Vampire Diaries Season 7 was moved to Fridays. Honestly, that's like a good day for it. Friday. You know, looking forward to it all week. You know, just like this stream. Looking forward to it all week. You get to Friday, you're like, hey, let's kick off the weekend. Kick off the weekend in a great way. In the wake of Elena Gilbert's goodbye, Season 7 begins with some characters trying to recover while others falter. I mean, that's the entire show, is it not? As Lily tries to drive a wedge between the Salvatore brothers, we'll still hold on to hope that Stefan and Caroline's love story is strong enough to survive based on the... Don't need to read that. Season 7 found our heroes. That is... That's a weird way to phrase it, is it not? This is not like a superhero thing. I don't know. That strikes a weird chord with me. Found our heroes rebuilding their world without Elena, confronted by the prospect of a decades-long wait for Elena's return. Damon struggled with his heartbreak and relied on his contentious but profound friendship with Bonnie. Stefan and Caroline began their much-anticipated relationship, which was complicated by Caroline's unexpected role as surrogate mother to the infant twins left behind when Alaric lost his wife. Meanwhile, Damon pursued a vendetta against his mother, Lily, who had abandoned her sons to take care of a vicious brood of vampire witches called the Heretics, one of whom, Valerie, had loved Stefan ever since their romantic encounter. In a previous century, Lily's misguided choices ultimately caused her own tragic demise and put Mystic Falls in the sights of a formidable nemesis, Reyna Cruz, supernatural vampire hunter. Reyna targeted Stefan, forcing him to go on the run and leaving Caroline to make a new start with Alaric. Determined to defeat Reyna, Damon enlisted the help of the Armory, a shadowy group of family ties to Bonnie's boyfriend Enzo. But the Armory's deeper agenda robbed Bonnie of her magic and jeopardized her life. To remedy the crisis, Damon and Enzo had to venture into the Armory's occult vault, where an evil presence overcame them. The triangle of Stefan, Caroline, and Alaric will team up with Bonnie in Season 8, search for the two most important men in their life, even though Damon and Enzo may be long past saving. And then the final season. Only 671 comments. I don't know what that means, but it's probably not a good thing. Like an adventure story. Yeah. Some people seem to use heroes when they actually mean protagonists. Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. It strikes me weird. It's like a weird note. Vampire Diaries aired at Friday at 8. That's like a perfect time slot. That is fantastic. This was the final season, obviously. All right, season 7. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to season 8. Where's season 8 at? Come on now. Where is it? Wait a minute. They literally copy and pasted season 7 into season 8. Oh my gosh. Well, figure it out for yourselves, okay? If you haven't seen season 8, you got to watch 1 through 7. And then you can get to season 8. Stefan dies, the end. There you go. There you go. I was so livid at this ending. Honestly, it was lazy writing, in my opinion. It seemed like they were just in a hurry to end the show. There was no point in killing Stefan off, especially when they did not expand on the love connection between Klaus and Caroline and the other spinoffs. This feels so weird and sad. It's the first fail in 9 years to not have... Oh, first fall in 9 years to not have TVD playing? Oh, yeah, that would have been sad. Awesome show. Loved all the seasons. The finale was epic. It's amazing how balanced that is. Someone's just like, it's the worst. And then this person's like, it's the greatest. It was epic. Damon is human. Stefan used the cure on him and sacrificed himself for his brother. I think Enzo died in season 8 too, and that's all I can remember. Well, at least people were dying, you know? That's good. It's like we're on MDL. That's fine. Yeah. I did kind of get that vibe a little bit. The fact they didn't include Nina in the goodbyes is kind of a kick in the booty. She was there since the pilot all the way to season 6. That had to count for something. Yeah, that's kind of... They were probably a little perturbed that she wasn't there, honestly, or she left. That's probably what that was. Sour grapes. What if it's revealed in season 5 of the originals or a possible spinoff that Afterlife Right World, aka Heaven, has a dark side to it? And so many comments. It's just like, huh? What are you watching? What are you talking about? I'm not going to lie, the way things ended, they could have very well done a season 9. Mind you, a very short-ended season 9, or a shortened season 9, but one nonetheless, because there are all these questions left at the end of the series. Do Damon and Elena just die of normal deaths? Does Elena find out about Damon killing Tyler? What happens to Bonnie, Matt, Jeremy, Dorian, mortals, basically? Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of questions. It's weird because this show is so popular. You would think they would try to take it to 10 seasons, like get a nice round number for it. Because 10 is like the ultimate. If you can get to 10 seasons and still have an audience, you're like really crushing it. Damon and Elena lived the rest of their lives as humans. Caroline was a widow since she was married to Stefan. There you go. How can you end Vampire Diaries? This was my favorite series. I'm so sad. It's on Netflix. There are only 7 out of the 8 seasons on Netflix. That can't be true. This is from 2017. Hopefully they've added all of them. That would be tragic. Could you imagine binging a show and then you get to the end and they don't even have the final season there? Oh my gosh. You're like, come on now. Ian doesn't seem to act anymore since Vampire Diaries. Yeah, I read that. Or no, I was told that. Very interesting. Maybe he saw something he didn't like. I don't know. With the current revelations going on in the world, it just seems like maybe there was something there, or maybe he just wanted, you know, a decent little chunk of change, and he's like, all right, I'm done with the stardom. I don't know. I don't know if he's done a interview or something. He did another show that Netflix canceled years ago. Then I don't remember anything else. Ironically, it was another vampire show. Oh my gosh. What would be any possibilities of a 9th season? Yeah, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. All right. Let's head on to the next edit. This one is actually by Luke. Shout out to Luke, who helped with a lot of the links today, as well as Jace. This one is entitled, there were articles about him revealing why when I was researching. Oh, really? Interesting. The next edit is One Piece live action TikTok compilation while we wait to set sail in season 2. This is by Luke. Link will be down below in the YouTube description. Same for every other video in all of these. I'll provide it with the next TVD edit. Sounds good. Yeah, I'd be interested to find out his reasoning on that. It's weird because he, you know, you would think he would get tons of offers after that show. I need new puns. All right, let's go ahead and get this launched. We can dive in. One Piece. Let's do it. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead and shift it over so we don't miss anything. There we go. Boom. Okay. That is such a good musical. That is by far one of my favorites. I was so blown away by The Greatest Showman. Oh my gosh. It still blows me away. It's The Greatest Showman. It had Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron in it. Gosh, it was so good. It was about P.T. Barnum, the circus guy. And what stinks is the fact that that musical came out, the movie version, right before they shut down the whole circus. Just completely shut it down. So, it was, you know, I got so excited. I'm like, oh, cool. And then literally they shut down maybe a couple months after. I'm like, dang it. I wanted to, now I wanted to go. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great song, too. I don't know if Lana Del Rey did that song for Great Gatsby, or if it was just a song. Nice. That definitely helps. The actors are actually into the show that they're doing. Or, you know, whatever the source material is. It's huge.
And a small staff makes for easy pickings.
Why? Route the place blind?
At least a little blurry.
Fixed it. Thanks.
You said it was your treasure, right?
It's like they turned up the saturation, or the color grading's just fantastic. It's probably just the edit. I have to remind myself. Could be a filter or something, but the colors are popping like crazy. Although it would make sense that the show is like very color poppy. I think it's the edit, but the colors are great in the show. The show is very colorful too. Yeah, it just, you would think it would blend well for an anime to be super colorful and bright.
That's your thing, plants.
I say, we beat the hell out of every clown we see.
One thing I kind of took from the anime that I was seeing of One Piece is the colors that Luffy wears are like super bright, like yellow and red and. So they toned it way down in the show compared to... Oh, okay. Honestly, I'm kind of bummed by that. I like the brightness of the colors.
You should just let me freak you. I say you should just... You told me that you wasn't a freak, remember that? And now I don't believe you. Cause the way you got me feeling right now, every day, girl, I wanna see you.
Okay. Dang.
You wanna take this outside? Are you asking me to dance? Cause I kinda had my eye on that blood on table 8.
I was literally just singing this song like a couple days ago. It's like, dang, that was a good song. I had completely forgotten about it.
You don't know that.
Don't you have a dream? Yeah, right now. It's for Zoro to not die in my bed.
Why do you even give a shit?
Because you're my friend, you idiot.
You said it yourself, you don't have any friends.
Truth is, I couldn't let myself have them. Because I always end up hurting the people closest to me.
Protecting people by being distant. I get it. I get it. See some cast interviews in this edit. One was when they reacted to the trailer as fans of the anime. Oh, okay.
No, I mean,
Who's playing in one of the BL
You don't know
TikToks we
why.
were
The only
watching?
thing I want to hear from you
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You don't know nothing. Sounds like you don't know very well either, boss head.
Well, needless to say, it got stuck in my head.
She don't need no on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
What about them? Arrest them too. They're the real criminals.
Yeah. It's a great one. It is a great one.
Sisters. That makes sense. Both as beautiful as each other.
And if you're doing a thirst
Give it up.
trap, it works well. Friend rivalry.
Maybe you
It's
want
awesome.
to check your book again. You wouldn't want to turn away the future king of the pirates now, would you? Perhaps you've heard of him? I wonder what kind of food they have here. But it's so good. Down goes the yard. Marie's dead in the water. All thanks to the great captain inside.
Mm. I'm dead. That's funny, Jace. Maybe a few, perhaps, perchance, a couple. Guilty as charged, arrest me. Hey, you gotta, liven it up a little bit. Keep the audience riveted.
It's ready!
What is it?
Or Jolly Roger.
I made us a new Jolly Roger for the ship.
I am the captain.
Call me Captain
I am Captain Usopp.
Need to knock it
Honestly, not a bad Jolly Roger.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were we interrupting your beauty sleep?
You look tired. Maybe you should take a break. Maybe you ought to get back in the kitchen.
If you were Kyle, would you like me?
I already liked you.
If you guys are gonna talk about feelings, I'm really gonna need a drink.
There was so much
You're a crew.
Nope, not a crew.
shirtless dancing content. I'm dead.
He's up on the bow. He hasn't said anything since we hightailed it.
Well, somebody needs to talk to him about this and that other thing.
What other thing?
Oh, gee, I wonder. The Vice Admiral of the Marines is my grandfather thing?
Ooh, that. Yeah, I don't really know the guy that well.
Doesn't seem like a big deal.
You're his first mate. Kind of seems like that falls under your job description.
Oh, this is the official One Piece Netflix account.
Hey, how you doing?
Great. But my head took a couple of hits during the battle.
Mm.
Right.
Right.
About the battle, you want to talk about it?
Nope.
Okay, good talk. Seems fine to me.
I was wondering, wait, how did they post an entire scene?
I'm gonna find
Oh, it's the official account. Got it.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
I'm gonna be the world's greatest swordsman.
I'm gonna draw a map of the world.
I'm gonna become a brave warrior of the sea. Is this it, crew?
Oh, that's cool. All right, the smiles in the eyes are terrifying. Definitely terrifying. Those characters were definitely looking coked out. I love how they kept their dynamics from the anime. Yeah, that's awesome, honestly. I'm glad the live action smiles are calmer. Yeah, jeez. That would be terrifying. They'd have to like green screen the smiles or something. Can you imagine a ship of them rolling up, just creepy smiled, just huge smiles and like wide open eyes? Be like, ah, terrifying, get away, abandoned ship.
Because I always end up hurting the people closest to me.
this isn't the me you want me to be.
If you fight him tomorrow, you're going to lose.
Why do you even give a shit?
Because you're my friend, you idiot.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's the first thing I noticed, honestly. Right after the colors, I looked at their faces and I'm like, what's happening here? Though I will say it's a good way to
My name is
keep
Sanji,
anime-only
I
things in
guess.
anime. Yeah.
It's the hard sell.
It's a good way to express emotions by just exaggerating
I
them.
didn't see you there. Would you care for an aperitif to start? We have several rare Mercure vintages in stock. Or perhaps you'd like a glass of umeshu. You know, something sweet for someone sweet.
Something wrong with your eye?
Just blinded by her beauty. Waiter, can I get a beer and something for my friends?
2 beers. I usually have 3, but...
And the milk.
3 beers and a milk. And
3 beers.
No, madam?
Water.
Still sparkling, mineral, with ice or without, cubed or crushed?
Regular water in a regular glass. Thanks.
Right away.
What?
Nothing. Madam, forgive my rude behavior, madam. Would madam prefer her water in a crystal glass or would a golden bowl?
Is there like
be
a
more
time
madam's style?
period
Naomi's
given to
got a
this?
boyfriend.
Because I was almost thinking they'd order like ale instead of beer. Like they would just say ale.
Happy birthday.
You remembered?
Of course I did.
Yeah, I was assuming so. Well, you can tell from that they seem pretty close. Oh, really? Dang.
Kaya! Happy birthday.
You remembered?
Of course I did. I'll keep going on these grand adventures as long as you want to hear them.
I wouldn't miss them for the world.
Is she your girlfriend or something?
What?
Is it for me? No. Just go.
No. I'm done running. I'm not leaving your side. Not until I know you're safe.
Oh, that's serious.
This is goodbye.
I'll see you again someday. And when
Of
I
at
do,
first you think Yusuf is just
I
a
expect
liar.
you're all a
You
part
find
of
out
real adventures.
lies and make stories up to keep Kaya happy. Oh. I mean, it's something I've said a lot in the past about these kind of situations. Certainly, this is no different. If you're in a situation where you're going through like hard times and hardships, you're going to bond. So it's not surprising that their bond over time is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And that found family that Luke was talking about is just going to seem super close.
Be a good Marine. Be a good pirate.
Oh, nice.
Why are we waiting for? I had to do it, Emily.
I'm a rubber man. I just throw punches. It hits.
One in his mouth. Wrong job. Maybe it stands for dreamers.
Or donuts.
Oh, it was so like
close. It was so close.
Can I run it up?
The flamingo.
Yeah. Oh.
I wish someone would tell me about my daddy.
Magical ship. They can do anything.
She fly.
I don't know. Oh no.
He looks like a tick.
It's more about he has insecurity issues. Okay, if you're listening, bro.
We love you, man.
We love you as you are.
Why is One Piece so popular? It's like saying, why is the Bible so popular?
Oh my
Wow.
Certain somebody. Who could the fourth one be?
Well, I don't know if we want to talk about it.
No, it's not like that sort of thing.
Every time.
Absolutely not.
Oh, no, it's not. He wasn't hungry.
Money's great. Next question.
Who is stronger, Sanji or Zoro? Let's not.
Max.
Let's not. We'll be here all day. Ooh, back for seconds. Must have liked it.
It was okay.
That place is different.
Gotta keep my strength up, even with your cooking. It's the least you can do, considering I saved your ass from those fishermen.
What? I saved your ass.
How do you figure? You don't even get your hands dirty.
He said I don't need 3 swords to prove I'm a man.
Damn, those are some fighting words.
Your idea? Yeah.
Zoro and Sanji are two of the best fighters on the crew, as well as Luffy. One of my favorite friend rivalries is definitely Gimli and Legolas in Lord of the Rings.
And when I
kind of gives that vibe a little bit. Like they both know they're great fighters, and they're trying to like outdo the other one.
They do know I'm the captain, right?
Let them have this one.
Why is One Piece so popular? It's like saying, why is the Bible so popular?
We don't know.
And maybe it's nothing.
My theory is that the One Piece must be a taco. What do all the Straw Hat Pirates do on the ship? Okay, so I think on a normal day in the Going Merry, Luffy, he steals food from the kitchen.
I thought we were just gonna say like our jobs, but I love you. I love you diving into like, what's his daily life
What's
like?
his daily?
How does Roanoke Zoro fight with 3 swords?
One in his mouth.
Wrong job.
Hawk. Crocodile. Well, that's right. Crocodile.
The coward duo.
Yassel.
Who is Yassel? Who is Yassel?
I wish someone would tell me about my daddy.
Who is the creator of One Piece?
Why did Buggy get so big? That's what she said.
Who are the 4 emperors?
And
A certain somebody. Who could the fourth one be?
I wonder who could it be. I guess we'll find out together. Sniper King and Usopp the same person?
Absolutely not.
Oh, no, it's not.
Who's the strongest swordsman in One Piece besides, obviously, Zoro?
I know.
I don't think I'm a big sponge, dude. I don't think I'm a...
That's so rude.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Sponge.
It's the spice in these things that's making me act up.
The spice is making me act up.
Like any woman, she is a mystery to be unraveled. Naoui made her choice. You don't know why? The only thing I want to hear from you at the dinner special. You don't know Naoui. Sounds like you don't know her very well either, Mosshead.
I'm sure Naoui has her reasons. How about a meal?
What? An exchange of sorts for your valuable time and information.
You cook?
He's a waiter.
He's the best cook in the East Blue. You never tasted anything better in your life. Usopp's word.
Ain't got much to cook with.
Ah, you'd be surprised how much I can make with very few ingredients. Come on, what do you say? We have a little dinner, a little conversation.
Fine. But they better be desserts.
Mouton shot! Mouton shot. All great fighters call out their finishing moves. Yeah, you're gonna fit in just fine.
Ooh, back for seconds. Must have liked it.
Yeah, it was okay. That place is different. Gotta keep my strength up, even with your cooking. It's the least you can do, considering I saved your ass from those fishmen.
That is amazing.
How do you figure? You don't even get your hands dirty. At least I don't need 3 swords to prove I'm a man. You cover your ears.
There you go.
There we go.
Telephone game.
Sanji's risotto just smacked a dude.
Did you adjust it?
I'm just a telephone operator. I'm just connecting calls together.
All right, it is.
I accidentally ate a devil fruit. Now my body is bending.
I accidentally ate a devil fruit. And now indigestion.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I accidentally ate a devil fruit, and now I have indigestion. Are we indigestion segment?
Come on. Come on now. There's no
I'm
way.
just connecting calls over here, man.
Are you for real? I think I'm getting seasick,
I'm not repeating that.
I don't need you to. I'm trying to trust you.
Oh.
I'm trying to trust you.
Hush. That's a dude involved.
Wow, what? I didn't even hear that. Oh no. He said something about a ship, and there's a dude, and then I think he maybe said fell off of it, but I actually have no clue.
He was involved.
He was involved.
There was a ship and there was a dude involved.
Oh,
Did you
that's
tell a
much
short
better.
story? What is happening?
No funny business, this one. This one's important, okay?
Yeah, you gotta worry
This one's
about
gotta
us.
make it all the way
Indigestion.
there.
Yeah, you gotta worry about us, huh?
It's now streaming on Netflix.
One Piece is now streaming on Netflix.
One Piece is now streaming on Netflix.
Netflix is now streaming on Netflix.
How did you?
How did you?
How did you get that wrong?
He said Netflix is now streaming on Netflix, which is true.
It's fair.
I mean, yeah.
Oh shit! You can stream
I think
Netflix.
I it up.
Oh my gosh.
One Piece is now streaming.
Oh
on
my
Netflix.
gosh.
That's right.
Everyone nailed it.
I can't get in the way of somebody's dream.
What's it gonna take, huh? You want me to say you're the best? You're the best.
Had
okay?
one job.
You're
Netflix
the
is
best
now
I've
streaming on
ever seen.
Netflix.
You are not better than him. If you fight him tomorrow, you're going to lose.
Why do you even give a shit?
Because you're my friend, you idiot.
Hey, what
What gives?
Sorry, boys.
Hmm?
Thanks for the rescue.
In love with a white girl, she's soft as powder. I get hot around her. I whip her right here. She French, I'm a coke boy. Don't fuck with broke boys. She know I'm a dope boy. She say give me dope boy. In love with a white girl.
I don't pick the songs. Whatever you say, Luke. Whatever you say.
I feel like Luffy is significantly more dexterous than this.
Slap it. Beg you, slap it.
Oh my gosh! I'm trying, Emily.
Okay.
Do I look silly to you right now?
No, not at all.
Oh, that was awful.
This main actor is chaotic good. Just pure chaos.
It's an honor. Oh my god! Wow. Oh man, that gave me goosebumps. Yo, get out of here, man!
Just smacked.
Met the OG voice actor. It's
Sanji's
awesome.
risotto just smacked the dude.
The way he said that.
Did you adjust it?
I'm just a telephone operator. I'm just connecting calls together.
It's a little spicy, but it doesn't have good flavor, which is a bummer.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a little bit of pain in it. Oh.
I feel like there's different levels of jelly bean spice going on in this one.
Yeah.
Oh, do you think it?
I must have eaten gum fruit, cause my heart bounces every time I see you.
I may not be your first mate, but you can be my captain any day.
Oh my god.
Are you an octopus? Because you occupy my thoughts.
I mean, that was a good one. That was a good one. Let me just go ahead and
Answer this question. That's how liberating.
Mhm.
Come on, guys. I think you can tell.
I got that.
Yeah. So obedience, right?
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. I accidentally ate a devil fruit and now I have indigestion.
That evil laugh.
I'm just connecting calls over here, man.
All right, let's go.
Oh gosh, Tass. Wow.
I seriously regret my decision.
It's an intense
Bro,
chewy
who did
experience
this?
in the mouth.
Oh, turning.
I
Okay,
love
now
that.
reverse. Woo, okay,
No matter
okay,
how
man,
many
it's
years
getting
go by,
smoother.
you can tell
Okay,
the amount of
keep-
people that have
keep-
seen
don't
the
have a
movie
hard time,
Anchorman.
Woo, yeah.
Milk. It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice.
Netflix is now streaming on Netflix.
I immediately regret this decision.
How did you get that wrong?
He said Netflix is now streaming on Netflix, which is true.
It's fair.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, shit. Can stream
I think I
Netflix.
it up. No, I mean, One Piece is now streaming on Netflix.
Date with me? I'd be very jolly. Are you free tonight?
All right, that was just bad. But the effort was there. The effort was there. You do stream Netflix on Netflix. Indeed.
Book again, you wouldn't want to turn away the future king of the pirates now, would you?
Yo.
And I told him, I said, you better not mess with the Straw Hats. Yeah.
See? Captain Booster. In every scene they call me Captain.
Captain me.
And the captain usually is also the one that gets the shit
am
and
the
knows the most about the shit.
Fire back countdown!
Or how about we sail away as fast as we can?
I wasn't worried for a second.
Who is the better cook? Who is more likely to steal your food?
Steal?
Who can eat the most tacos in one sitting? Who's more likely to get seasick? Who's more serious? Who gets ready faster? Who's more likely to start a fight? Who's more likely to end a fight? Who's more of a prankster? Who's the bigger flirt? Who watches more anime? Who would be on a wanted poster in One Piece?
Oh my god! This shows how tough it was for us to film and how challenging it was, right?
Oh, that's sweet.
It was something, guys. You should feel very proud. Thank you for being my friends. And
thank you for being our
It's so cool that we get to do this together.
If I just slap it. Oh, shit.
How would you like him, chef?
You diced, you julienne, you super fine. Jakey, you're gonna end up crying.
Every day, baby.
Good job, I'm proud of you.
This is a giant goldfish to scale.
That would be pretty amazing, honestly.
See if you can stretch like me. Let's see how it goes. Jacob, why don't you go first? Up.
Isn't that
okay. You can still save it, Jacob. There's still some water.
I've got it. I'm catching it.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Today I will be reviewing Emily Run. What do you think about Emily?
Very excited to be playing Sanji.
I can't wait to become the Pirate King.
That's so cool. It would be so neat to be on like a set. You would get extremely close. Well, if you opened yourself up to it, you would get extremely close to the other actors. Hang out together, go to dinner. Obviously, there's some that don't partake in that, but it'd be kind of cool. You're around, you know, other actors of your age.
I had one friend.
Hell, more than I had.
It does seem like there's a lot of great moments in this show. You know, serious, trying to figure out, you know, what's going on, but obviously there's some lightheartedness as well. Seems like it strikes a good balance.
Thank you for being my friends.
Definitely one of the best casts I've seen so far. Yeah, honestly.
But I'll always put myself back together again. Wanna see what else I can do?
Well, favorite villain from the show? Definitely seemed interesting.
I'm gonna be king.
Was it a thirst trap? Yeah, I would think so.
I'm gonna be the world's greatest swordsman.
I'm gonna draw a map of the world.
The life of a cartographer.
You're gonna become a brave warrior of the sea!
It's such an interesting group of characters. Like, clearly they have very different goals in mind in this voyage. It's amazing how big this song got because of Wolverine and Deadpool. Live action shows it too? It does, yeah. The choir effect is just so good. I'm not even a huge Madonna fan. Like, I don't even enjoy literally any Madonna songs. But it's just kind of like, I don't know. It's just something. With the choir, it takes it away from being a song about, well, some interesting, fun stuff. But it takes it away from that, and it just kind of gets you, like, hyped. It's good hype music for some reason, because the subject matter is not, like, hype music. Yeah, Luffy with his crew is definitely one of the reasons why I love the anime. Yeah, it is. It's definitely just an eclectic group where they're not all there for the same reason, but they find a connection to each other and they just kind of go with it. It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Let's go ahead and bring up some information on One Piece live action series. Based on the manga of the same name. First season released in 2023. Has been renewed for a second season. It was first announced in 2017. Holy cow. Wow. That's 6 years of development, though. Let's see. What do we want to jump to? I'm wondering, is it a lot of like CGI? Is it like more practical effects? Is it filmed in like interesting locations? Is it just green screened? Cast members were revealed in 2021. Boom, 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 boom. Wanted posters. That's kind of funny. That's awesome. Trivia. March 2019, a listing for One Piece appeared on Netflix in the American Programs category, but was removed the next day. It reappeared with the Netflix original branding once the first season was announced in 2020. Whoa. It's kind of like somebody messed that up for sure. I think they are doing CGI for the little version. So looking forward to the second season indeed. According to South African President Cyril, series is Netflix's largest production in the continent of Africa. Interesting. Other locations mentioned in the original series are also present. Codename for the first season was Project Panda. Maybe an allusion to the series' most prominent Easter egg character, Panda Man. Codename for the second season was Project Renaissance. Maybe derived from the antagonist group, Baroque works, the Renaissance being the cultural movement preceding the Baroque. Ah. That's clever. That is very clever. Luffy. My name is Monkey D. Luffy, and I'm going to be king of the pirates. Also known as Straw Hat, main protagonist in One Piece, obviously. Captain of Straw Hat Pirates, obviously. Make this bigger. Easier to read. 17 bounty. 30 million, whatever the heck that is. Berry. 30 million berry. It's the world's main monetary unit. Obviously joined the red-haired pirates. Shanks gave Luffy his straw hat, telling him to return once he had become a great pirate. Basically sent him off on an excursion. Much like his manga counterpart, Luffy is a profoundly optimistic and audacious individual who marches at the beat of his own drum. That's a good way to put it. First crew member to join the Straw Hats was Zoro, and the second friend Luffy made out at sea. Former bounty hunter that hunted down pirates. Actually, that's somebody good to have on your side. It's basically the UK's pound or US dollar. Right. When Zoro met Luffy for the first time in Shell's Town, he was initially completely against his offer to join the crew, finding the idea laughable due to the nature of his work. However, when Luffy talked about dreams, after asking him if he was only a bounty hunter, Zoro's view on Luffy seemed to change. When finally free, he stayed and fought by his side, instead of getting away from the marine base like he intended to do, and told Luffy he would do it if he set him free. Since then, Zoro has followed Luffy faithfully and has been with him every step of his journey. Zoro is one of Luffy's most trusted advisors and, most importantly, his first mate. Luffy recognizes Zoro as one of the strongest members of his crew and has complete faith in his abilities. Obviously, Sanji is the official chef of the Straw Hats. Manga differences, he has a string on his hat, which he isn't supposed to have until much later in the arc. He also has curly hair, while in the manga, Luffy has straight hair instead. He also wears shoes instead of sandals. I'm assuming doing some of these scenes would be difficult in sandals. That's probably why they did shoes. Zoro. Zoro vow to stand by your side from now until the end, until we find the One Piece or die trying. To bring on the Marines or pirates or sea beasts, you're my captain, Luffy, and I'm your first mate. First mate. Strong bounty hunter feared throughout the East Blue. Seeks to fulfill the promise he made with his late childhood friend and rival, Kuina, of becoming the world's greatest swordsman by finding and defeating the title's current holder. It's awesome. Zoro's serious, stern, and mostly quiet, arrogant, can be quite full of himself because of his confidence in his skills, leading him to fight against an opponent way stronger than him, despite Nami telling him so. In the same way, he has a lot of pride and wouldn't cheat or retreat from a fight. He values honor, the swordsman code, and loyalty the most. The greatest shame he could face would be a wound in the back, as it would show he was not facing his enemy. For a few scenes, it's also shown he's not fond of used to physical touch and avoids it, or takes it awkwardly. Not a great talker, especially about feelings, but is quick on the draw to answer. He likes to fight as much with his talking than his swords. That's funny. He has a tendency of giving people he dislikes disrespectful nicknames such as haircut or waiter. Zoro loves rice balls and alcohol, mainly beer. He was the only one to use the swear word F. He basically used the F word. In season 1, cursing at Buggy when he left at Arlong Park. No sense of direction and gets lost easily. In the manga, Luffy traps Zoro into joining his crew by freeing him from his cross and only giving him back his swords if he joins. Zoro joins happily when he sees the only alternative he has is death and calls Luffy captain right away. Zoro is not called first mate in the manga despite clearly having this role. Zoro uses attack names with great puns on food names. In Hinduist mythology, mostly in the manga, when in the LA, he doesn't use attack names, live action. He doesn't use attack names and seems taken aback by Luffy and Sanji using them. That's kind of interesting. How do they make the choice to do like these differences? Like, is it just to make it somewhat different? Or is there specific reasoning as to doing this? Kind of weird. I never quite understood that. Nami is one of the 4 deuteragonists. What a word. Oh my gosh. She is the navigator of the crew, Straw Hat Pirates, and the 3rd member, played by Emily Rudd. She related to Paul Rudd? It's literally the same spelling. Rescued by former Marine Bellmere, who became their mother and raised them in Cocoa Village, Nami developed a passion for drawing maps, cartographer, and wishes to one day make a map of the entire world. Nami made a deal. Wait, what? On the condition of freeing her village from Arlong, Nami made a deal with him, agreeing to draw maps for him in exchange for getting the fishmen 100 million berries, which turned Nami into a thief to steal the berries and save her village, keeping it a secret. Nami would carry out a theft of the map that would take Arlong and his crew to the Grand Line. However, she ended up allying herself with Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates on their journey to go to the Grand Line, but she betrayed them due to her dislike of the pirates and brought the map to Arlong. However, Arlong took the berries to force Nami to continue working for him. Knowing the truth, Nami revealed the truth to Nojiko and the villagers and finally asked Luffy for help to successfully defeat Arlong. With Cocoa Village free, Nami officially joined Luffy's crew, truly becoming friends, and would help them navigate the Grand Line to get the One Piece. Oh, that's a cool story. I like that. That's a great story. Nami's a very strong-willed, level-headed, cunning, tough, wise, and crafty individual with a talent for drawing maps and pickpocketing. That can come in handy, for sure. In the manga, she has bright blue eyes instead of the differences in the manga. She has bright blue eyes instead of chocolate brown like in the manga anime. The orange in her hair is also less vibrant, more coppery. In the live action, Nami possesses an athletic yet... What the heck is that? Cowappian figure? What? With moderate curves and an average bust. Boy. In comparison to her manga anime counterparts, immensely voluptuous, top-heavy frame with slender arms and waist. Okay, all right. I'm picking it up. I'm picking up what they're putting down here. Good grief. Oh my gosh. All right. Manga's a little different. That's funny. Usopp is a main character. He's the sniper, the Straw Hat Pirates, and the 4th member of the crew. As a child, lost his mother and began shouting around Syrup Village about the invented arrival of the pirates, hoping that one day his father would come for him to take him on his own adventures across the sea. He would later form a close bond with Kaya after she lost her parents, and he encouraged her with stories of his supposed adventures. Working at Syrup Village shipyard, he encountered Luffy for the first time when the pirates was struck by his ship After saving Kaya from Kuro's assassination plot, Usopp was inspired by Kaya to fulfill his dream, being a brave warrior of the seas, and join the Straw Hat Pirates. Boy, kind of talked himself into that one. Captain Shitastic. What a great nickname. What an absolute great nickname. Despite his usual cowardice, Usopp dreams of becoming a brave warrior, just like his father, and lives every day in pursuit of living up to this dream. In the manga, he has a long nose, just like Pinocchio. What? Based on the fact they both speak lies. This was likely cut due to not fitting well for live action and would look weird to newer audiences. Yeah, I would assume it would look weird. Boy, that would be odd for live action. Long nose like Pinocchio. That would certainly be something. No long nose, first comment. God. Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do the long nose for live action. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That is funny. That is absolutely funny. Oh. Yeah. That is, well, you know, that could, if they tried to do that in live action, that would not go well. I mean, it already looks sus in the manga. In live action, it would look very sus. That is just wild. That is absolutely wild. Oh my gosh. Oh. Plus you have the argument of how long do you make the nose? What does it look like? Does it grow when he lies more? Like exactly like Pinocchio? All right, let's head on to the next video. It is is it Daou? I can't even remember at this point. DaouOffroad? Apparently it's pronounced offload, which I thought it was off-road because it's spelled like that, but apparently it's said a little differently. TikTok compilation version 2. This was just posted 11 days ago. Daou or Daou? Daou? You forgot a character link or two? Did I? Sanji? Oh, dang it. Luffy, Zoro, Nami. Oh. There it is. Hold on a second. Let me grab that real quick. Here we go. There we go. Sanji. Look, all I'm saying is we were out there for 85 days. He could have let me die on that rock. Instead, he acted like a captain. He made the tough call. Sanji became a cook in training at the Barati, supporting Zeph in his dream of opening his restaurant. Although he was always reprimanded by him, eventually Sanji met and befriended Luffy, who invited him to be part of the crew, restoring Sanji's will to dream, and finally left the Barati, saying goodbye to Zeph to join the crew in their quest for the One Piece. Sanji is a kind, polite, acts cool, flirtatious, towards women and charming, usually acting like a gentleman, but he can quickly act like a brat, quick-tempered, and be rude when something goes sideways. As when people fight in the Barati or someone threatens a woman, he also is consistently fighting with Zeph about the restaurant, cooking, and his dream. He has pride in his cooking and dislikes playing the waiter to the point where he introduces the restaurant badly to the Straw Hats, tainting its reputation. That's funny. Sanji is actually extremely kind and will offer anyone who's hungry a perfect meal. He loves to cook and be creative with it. He feels guilty and indebted to Zeph because the latter gave up his leg and therefore the possibility of being a pirate to save him, to the point where he gave up his dream of finding the All Blue to stay by Zeph's side. He has this tendency of putting himself last. He's also dedicated, exigent with himself, and hardworking. In the manga, he's a pervert towards women, with the classic nosebleed gag when he sees a woman he likes and a lot of... I can't even say that word on Twitch. He displays overly positive behaviors. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know how to describe it. And daydreaming. The live action changed this aspect for a softer, flirtatious side. Not surprising. Sanji has curly eyebrows in the manga, and his hair covers completely a side of his face, never revealing it, no matter his position. Well, that's obviously difficult to pull off in a live action. You would have to like hairspray it down to his face. Just like tape his hair to his face. In the manga, Sanji completely crushes full body when he wastes food. He never tolerates wasting food and loses his temper whenever it happens. The live action toned down a bit of this aspect, having him only defeating full body and the pirate with quick moves. During the Barati arc, the Krieg Armada comes to the restaurant and Luffy fights them, Sanji helping, which is one of the major reasons Sanji accepted to join his crew. Also, Sanji watches Zoro versus Mihawk or something, and yells at him to abandon and stay alive instead of facing death, but Zoro refuses to let go of his dream, which is another major reason Sanji finally leaves the Barati to pursue his own dream. Why does the One Piece live-action adaptation work? Successfully broken the curse of creating live-action adaptations of popular anime, manga series. That's true. Usually they don't succeed. People are just like, it's not the same. Not as good. Maybe it's not very well written to kind of adapt. The show would have gotten heat if he was still a perv. Absolutely. In 2024, that would have not gone over well. Now he's just a flirt with a small ego, but harmless unless you're an enemy in a fight, right? Decision to make One Piece a TV series rather than a movie allowed for ideal pacing and the inclusion of important story arcs. Yeah, if it was a movie, it would have to skip over a ton of stuff. I'm sure the show does as well, but you get a lot more room to play in the arcs. Smart casting choices, actors representing the ethnicities and nationalities of the original characters, contributed to the authenticity. For years, the anime community was convinced that making live-action adaptations was a doomed proposition. Plenty of live-action movies from the West and even a few from Japan highlighted that many deep-seated flaws in making such products, creating a live-action curse. By all accounts, Netflix's One Piece is a resounding success, with critics and viewers alike heaping praise upon the series. Racked up hundreds of millions of streaming hours around the globe with astonishing speed, and fans are already eager for more. Mr. Oda's personal involvement and high-quality special effects. So these are three main factors. Brisk, efficient pacing. All right, so it keeps it moving. Doesn't like linger or anything like that. One Piece reaches a comfortable middle ground because it's an 8-episode TV show, meaning it has brisk pacing without rushing or skipping any key scenes or plot developments. is a slightly condensed version of the manga and the anime's East Blue Saga. It only needed to trim the fat and tighten up the fights to create ideal pacing. No major sacrifices were made, unless fans count the omission of the Logtown story arc. That arc was borderline filler. It wouldn't have worked as well in the live-action version's conclusion for Season 1. It almost seems the new rule is make it a TV show or don't bother for live-action adaptations of anything longer than 1 to 3 manga volumes. The original Shonen Big Three are all like that, as are Full Metal Alchemist and Death Note. Yeah, that makes sense. Netflix's One Piece Season 1 feels complete without being complete. Yeah, look at the bright colors. Isn't that crazy? That's something that immediately grabbed my attention. Turning it into a live-action TV show rather than a movie also had the benefit of giving this adaptation a proper conclusion for Season 1. Even when movie trilogies are planned, such as Lord of the Rings, I mean, one of the most epic trilogies of all time, each installment must have a satisfying, cinematic, climactic conclusion, with the third installment having a good ending for both itself and the trilogy. However, standalone live-action anime movies may struggle in that regard. The Bleach movie, for example, ended on an underwhelming note because it didn't have room for all of Ichigo's and Byakuya's fights, just the first one. Even if a sequel arrived to finish the Soul Society arc, the first movie still feels underwhelming on its own. Similarly, the first of the 2 live-action Full Metal Alchemist movies had a strange and unsatisfying final fight that no anime fan could easily accept, since one movie doesn't have enough room to finish the real story, and neither is a pair of movies. One Piece outdid them all with a strong conclusion in several ways. It had room to build up its conclusion. One Piece had a strong ending because it was clearly the end of just one self-contained phase of Luffy's journey with the Straw Hat crew. Other live-action anime movies also tried to create that vibe, but one movie alone doesn't provide the room to do so. Yeah, absolutely. It would have to be such a long movie to try to give you any sort of an arc. Typically, especially with the source material having so much content, it's just impossible to try to adapt it down to an hour and a half, 2 hours, and make it any good. You're leaving huge stories out, huge moments, especially if you're a fan of something. You're not going to like it. You're not going to enjoy it. There's just no way you can enjoy it, honestly. One Piece has smart casting. One of the most sensitive issues for live-action adaptations is the casting, and most live-action anime productions before One Piece infamously fell flat in that regard. Ghost in the Shell. I knew that was going to be brought up. Death Note had similar issues. Full Metal Alchemist did the opposite. Casting Japanese actors to portray characters who are obviously meant to be representative of Germans. I mean, it just kind of makes sense that you would try to cast who was a character in the anime or the manga. It makes sense that you would try to figure that out. It's so weird. Obviously you would want to kind of stick to that and do the best you can. Ay. Most importantly of all, Usopp's vague African origin was redefined in One Piece, with Jamaican actor tastefully portraying Usopp as a person of color with no trace of hurtful stereotypes or over generalizations. In addition, the live-action version of One Piece features many more characters portrayed by people of color, making Usopp far less of a token character. He now lives in a world where plenty of people look just like him. Well, that depends on obviously where they sail, right? If you sail to an area that's people don't look like him, it still doesn't make him a token character. It just depends on where you go. Right? Anyone else watches Bridgerton? Just thought I'd say that. Also, the actress for Vivi was Edwina, Kat, who marries Anthony in season 2's sister. Oh, nice. That's a good tidbit. It seems like they kind of nailed it. Yeah, if they tried to make this into a movie, it would have been awful. I'm pretty sure everybody can agree on that. Absolutely. I've never enjoyed that. I mean, even something I did enjoy as a kid was, oh gosh. It's so terrible, but it's just kind of got that like campy vibe to it where it's just, I don't know, watching it as a kid, I was so into it because I was so into the games. But the Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo, oh my gosh, was that a terrible, terrible movie. But it had this like, they tried so hard, you know? You could just tell they tried hard, but it was just terrible. For some reason, I have a very nostalgic, like lighthearted feeling towards that movie, which the critics obviously do not. Lots of people hate that movie. But to me, I don't know. I randomly enjoyed it when I was younger. I just thought it was really interesting. 8 hours of TV over a 2-hour movie. Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, for sure. It's a journey that needs character development that can't be rushed. Yes, it's 8-episode season, but with the right pacing and flow, the show works better. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, especially the fact that it's on like a journey, right? Attach childhood whimsy to the memory. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Absolutely. That movie, I guarantee if I watched that movie today, I would just be repulsed. Be absolutely repulsed. But there would be a little part of me that had a little nostalgia, you know? And you're just like, oh, I remember this movie. Takes me back. All right, Andy. Enjoy your work. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. All right, let's head on to DaouOffroad TikTok compilation version 2, V2. This just came out 11 days ago. So let's hop in. Alrighty. Let's do it. Actually, let's center this a little bit. I'm assuming it's going to have subtitles, so let's go ahead and do this. Alrighty, Luke, thanks for hanging out. Have to check some exams. Wish me luck. Good luck. Oh, these are TikToks. You know what? I'm going to do this. Got the Oakleys. Classic. Classic sunglasses. Whoa. Try to refill my water without spilling. Always nerve-wracking. Probably because I'm not even looking, I'm watching the video. Luke, did you pick these songs too? Come on now. Just kidding. Just kidding. Stay hydrated. It was a glitter fight. No one survived. Oh my gosh. Okay. I saw what you did there. I always see that clip of the reuniting. And I'm just like, ow. It's like a shoulder to the jaw. Just. It's all right. We know what he's doing. We know what he's doing. He's getting some height. He's getting some height. The red bottoms.
สุดรักสุดห่วงที่สุดคืออะไรผมไม่ต้องมั่นใจว่าเลยนะ
Whoosh! That grab of the knee. Just wow. Oh my gosh, I've seen people with that luggage that drives. Oh, I've wanted one of those so bad. Also, it's surprising airports haven't, like, banned that. This makes it seem like his dad passed, maybe? He did? Oh, jeez. That's too bad. These are the moments. These are the moments that are important. Recently, some people were talking crap to them online. Daou ignored until they started saying Offload was mid, not very talented, basically saying he's a hanger-on. And Daou has the talent. Wow. This Offload and Daou gets mad. He made a huge post to defend him. Translator was like, the words seem kind of lame, or tame, excuse me. But the tone doesn't carry over. He's mad. Oh, jeez. First off, why would people... I don't get why people feel so entitled to call someone mid like that. Clearly, he's talented. Plus, they were being accused of faking their relationship and possessiveness over each other. Good grief. Those are people who hate happiness because they probably can't find it themselves. That is my takeaway from most of this. Usually, if you're being negative online, you're pretty negative in real life. Or you're looking for some sort of gotcha or outlet for your own shortcomings. It's typically who does that, you know? Because if you're thinking about it, you know, if you're a nice person or you're a kind person or you're a fan of something, you wouldn't purposely go out of your way to do that because it's not, you're spending time being angry at something that has no effect on you. It's just, to me, it's a complete waste of time. I know there's trolls out there and whatnot that get off on making people respond to their outlandish stuff, but it's such a time waster. So clearly, if you have the time to do that, you are not doing much. It's basically a way to say it. Costs nothing to be kind. Absolutely. Gloves are off, indeed. That's kind of one of the beautiful things I've noticed about this little community we got. Ever-growing community, but still pretty small. Is that most of what I ever see is very kind. Potentially, it's like, oh, a better video could have been selected, or, something like that, which is not super negative. It seems like it's never attacking anyone specifically, but yeah, that's mostly what I see. Obviously, YouTube might filter out some comments, and I have looked at a couple that were pretty negative towards me. Not so much what was going on screen, but like me as a person, which is weird because number one, I don't I rarely ever talk about myself much. I mean, I do more so now, but it's very odd. It's very odd. It's not very often. It's like maybe like percentage wise 0.001% of the time. So it's very rare. And that's something I'm kind of really proud of, honestly, is that, you know, we've got this super positive community and we don't really see that kind of stuff. So I guess I'm happy about it, but maybe it's because of the numbers. Maybe it's a numbers game. If this community was larger, maybe I would see more of it. I mean, maybe it's proportionality. But yeah, it's kind of weird that I guess maybe because the community of BLs, it can be a little possessive, a little rivalry. You know, it can have a bit of a rivalry to it, like our couple's more coupled than your couple kind of thing. Maybe that's why it is. But yeah, it's kind of weird because you look at the content they put out and it's super positive. It's all lovey-dovey. That's very odd. That's so weird. You're always so open and interested in all the reactions. Why hate on that? I don't know. I think it's just a guaranteed thing to happen. So I honestly, I don't take it personally. And I don't even see most of it because YouTube filters it, which is nice. But if I ever do see it, I'm usually just like, whatever. I look at the 99% of the other comments and it's all positive stuff. Yeah, some fandoms are so toxic. Indeed they are. Past pairings, yeah, that's a good point. It's just very odd. I don't think I've ever hate watched anything. Like, I feel like those people are doing that. I just don't have the time to hate watch anything. I want to spend my time on stuff I enjoy. It's a wild concept. That's always sweet. Like wiping off the sweat and whatnot.
ดูแลกันมามากๆคือแบบผมกับพี่อู๋คือเอาจริงๆแล้วแบบไม่รู้จะพูดอะไรแล้วอะแต่ว่ารักกันมากก็นั่นแหละผมเป็นห่วงพี่ทุกอย่างแล้วก็ถ้ามีอะไรที่แบบจะช่วยได้นะคนนี้ก็จะช่วยกันเต็มที่
ผมว่าเราความสัมพันธ์ของเราแม่งดีจริงๆอยากจะขอบคุณเหมือนกันแล้วก็ขอบคุณอะแล้วก็อยากจะบอกว่าอยู่ด้วยกันดี
น่ารักมากๆเลยมันก็เป็นมิตรภาพอย่างนึง
อย่างแล้วก็เป็นคนที่ก็ไว้ใจได้ทุกอย่างอะไรอย่างเงี้ยครับมีอะไรก็พูดได้เสมอแบบไว้ใจได้แล้วเขาก็จะรู้ในเนเจอร์ของเรามากที่สุดว่าเราต้องทำยังไงถึงเราจะแบบผ่านไปตรงนั้นได้แล้วก็คิดว่าอย่างที่บอกว่าความสัมพันธ์ของเราสองคนก็คงแบบเป็นแบบนี้เรื่อยๆแล้วก็คงแบบเหมือนเข้ามาอยู่ในชีวิตแล้วก็คงไม่ได้แบบเดินออกไปจากกันง่ายๆแล้ว
Yeah, it's like, who would put something negative to that? Like, clearly, it's very sweet and good-hearted. But, you know, I guess you open yourself up to it when you put yourself out there. Losing it. Losing it. anxiety over being separated for the first time by Daou's army service pulled at the heartstrings. Yeah, I bet. That's got to be rough. I've definitely done distance before. It's much better in person. Not surprising.
พี่เหนื่อยจังเลยอ่ะเหนื่อยจังเลยเหนื่อย โอ้ยพี่อู๋โอ้ไม่เป็นไรนะ
This one is in the docs. It can be skipped over. I never even checked if I... Oh yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure the volume was all the way up.
หน้าเขาเป๊ะทุกองศาเลยรู้สึกว่าเขาเหมาะ
เฮ้ยชมขนาดนี้เดี๋ยวมีรางวัลให้นะจ๊ะ
Whoa. Wow, that director is very hands-on. Literally like, you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna smash into each other. It's like he's playing with dolls. Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
Get to know you better. Kinda hope we're here forever. There's nobody on these streets. If you told me that the world's ending, ain't no other way that I can spend it. Got all this time in my hands. Might as well cancel our plans. I could stay.
All right, we see you, editor. We see you. this one too is in the doc. Why do I think this doc is going to be like 18 pages long? Also, the term mid is crazy to give to anyone of any superstardom. Like, what? What does that make you? Calling somebody mid. That is so wild to me. I had some formatting issues, but it worked. It was a lot less than a ZNN installment I've had to put. Oh, okay.
ขี้เกียจขับรถสุดๆแล้วผมก็เป็นคนชอบขับรถใช่มาอยู่ด้วยกันก็อยู่กันได้เลยนะครับ
Formatting with Word and Google Sheets and whatnot can be such a pain in the butt. It's unbelievable. Like that meme of inserting a picture and then the whole thing just gets screwed up. That is so accurate.
อยู่ไกลมากแล้วต้องขับไปเขาใหญ่ต่อไปเขาใหญ่โอ้โหเราจะมีเพลย์ลิสต์ของเราใช่นี่คือขับไม้แรกแล้วหลังจากนั้นอีก2ชั่วโมงผมขับหมดระยะขับไปกลับอ่ะไป4ชั่วโมงกับ4ชั่วโมงผมขับตอนไป2ชั่วโมงพักแล้วให้ออฟโรดขับอีก2ชั่วโมงตอนกลับ4ชั่วโมงออฟโรดขับรวดเลยอยากให้ฝึกน้องขับรถเป็นนี่
Good driving practice for him.
นี่สิเขาเป็นคนนั่งที่แบบว่ามี2แบบคือนั่งทำงานไม่ทำงานก็หลับมีอยู่แค่2ทางใช่เพราะว่าถ้าไม่หลับจะบ่นเรารู้
Oh my gosh. It's easy to call someone mid anonymously. Right. It's never another person who's in the same line of work who knows how difficult it is just to even get there. That song was perfect. Very fitting. Nope. Well, songs everywhere on TikTok, blast in the past. Indeed. Trust fall.
I got plans for me and you. Oh, it ain't my first time, but baby girl, we can pretend. Hey, before we ride, girl, tonight we'll never eat. Let me say.
That's too much. We're seeing too much. That's way too much. Everybody's just recording him in his face. Good grief. That is a tight shot. Good grief. That was like zoomed all the way. Songkran is Thai New Year, basically. Oh, okay. Ready to enter the haunted house. This is timely. Parties dancing, water thrown around. Sounds like a good time to me. The gatekeeper. No photos, no photos. No photos. Oh, that is sweet. Excellent edit there. What a wake-up call. All right, we see it. We hear it. Locks the door. That's a beautiful thing. It's the moments where it's like goofy, but you can tell they actually really care about each other. camera. I've seen those before. I'm like, what is that? Like a tiny little GoPro or something. Oh, he's on like a game show. Influenza. Hmm. Thai guys really are allergic to buttons. That's funny. My God. Okay, Masha. I see what you're doing. Although that wasn't the person that edited that. We see you, editor. We see you. Some of these are just very obvious. It's like, boop, right on the nose. Not pony. Not pony. The overall editor. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Caught. Absolutely caught. I think that was the end, right? Yes. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Excellent edit. And yes, lots of thirst in that one. Lots of thirst. Let's go ahead and bring up some information. We actually are going to start with a interview about how they met. It was apparently on the Century of Love set, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there's a female host and a male host. I'm literally just going to call them host because I'm not going to take the time to learn their names or say anything else. So we're just going to do that. They said the reason why I could remember him was because he was the one who took the longest to record. Hey, you know what? However you're remembered is a good way to be remembered, right? They met in a singing contest. Okay. Host says, why are you a perfectionist? Or, and Dao said, Dao said, actually, we have to say that he competed in a Survivor boy band show despite not being naturally good at singing or dancing at all. Host said, what? And the other host said, oh, really? And Dao said, that's right. Offload said, I'm not naturally good at it at all. Well, obviously, probably went through training and stuff, right? Camps, everything. Host said, and you wanted to try. Offload said, I wanted to try since the opportunity came to me. I wanted to accept it. Hey, you know what? If life gives you an opportunity, you take it. You take it. Obviously, it worked out well, right? He works hard at it. It's amazing. As long as you work hard and you apply yourself and you take the chance, that is a lot of what life is, right? Taking chances. Chances are you're going to be awful at a lot of things. But if you don't take the chance to be good at it, you're never going to know. Host said, this is good. Who knows? You might be able to do it one day. Offload says, that's right, because I have never tried. I wanted to know how far I could go if I put my mind and effort into it. That's why I joined the show. That is the most amazing attitude to have. You have no idea how good you can be. Just give it a shot. Interviewer said, this is a good thing. I support you. Must try. Without trying, you won't know. Exactly. Offload said that's correct. Daou said, which it was a coincidence after I met him in the first EP. Offload said, yeah, it was truly a coincidence. Daou said, in the first EP, they placed the 35 contestants in the groups, 7 groups in total, right? Offload said, yes, 7 groups, 5 people per group. Offload happened to be in my group. Well, that is absolutely coincidence for sure. Our group was the group that could both sing and dance the most compared to the rest of the contestants. Everyone was able to sing and dance. Offload was the only one who could not. Host said, I see. Daou said, but due to, thank you, Marwin put food in his bowl. But due to Offload's fighting spirit, everyone helped him, and that became my first impression of him. It made me think that Nong is such a fighter. Interviewer said, Nong has a fighter's heart. I love how the interviewer is just repeating what they're saying. What? Daou said, that's right. Overall, our team had the greatest number of members who passed through the next round. The show separated contestants into upper and lower. Those ranked 1st to 15th are uppers. I was ranked 1st. I mean, a little self-congratulations there. Nong was ranked 17th. Wow, said the host. 15th, said Offload. Oh, good correction there. Good correction. They said 17th, 16th. Offload was ranked 17th. Oh, that's right, said Offload. And for the second stage, I could choose anyone ranked 15th and below. Like I was able to choose anyone. I also didn't know what I was choosing for. At that time, I didn't know what I needed to choose it for. But I had to choose right there and then. The staff were going to tell us the rules after we had chosen. That's why I decided to choose Nong, because I was already with Nong and I couldn't bear to abandon him. Love heart filter. Hosts, ah. Daou said, that's right. Also, I could see his perseverance, and I believe that if I chose someone who was more talented, I probably could progress forward. But if I go with my Nong, although it might not be a very good teamwork, but it will make me improve my skills further because I would have had to work harder than before. That's true. I get goosebumps after listening to you. The way you think is like, boy, all right, host. All right, host. Oh my gosh. The other host said, here, where there is a will, there is love. And they both smile. These hosts are interesting. A lot of it's just repeating what they just heard. That is an interesting tactic. All right, here we go. This is put together, obviously. Oh, did he win ultimately? That's nice. Top 5 became the band. That's cool. Daou and Offload, the pair met at a competition singing show. Lay's Icon, which was a singing survival competition in the same vein as The Voice, American Idol, seemingly with a view to create a band. That happened at least. DO fans can maybe clarify. I've seen The Voice quite a few times. I really enjoyed it. Oh, you read last scroll. I appreciate the heads up on that. Oh, here we go. I wrote a song for Offroad called Nubdao. Boy, I'm probably butchering that. It was written during 2020 quarantine at Offload's house. He had been laying and counting stars, which is the translation. There were projector stars on the ceiling. Oh, okay. Get out of here, Google. Leave. Because I'm on YouTube. This was just for the song. It's sweet. It's very sweet. Nibdao had since become the nickname for their fans. Oh, okay. That's cool. On a live stream, Daou had talked about the song, getting Offload on the phone to ask if he liked it. He did so much. And Daou, God, I keep screwing up his name. Or at least I think I screw it up. Daou also said on the stream, when love happens, there is no need to say I love you. The definition of love for me is the person who stays with me, supports me, Offload. I would disagree that there is definitely a need to say it. Eventually. Like eventually there's a need to say it, right? But yes, that is very true. Someone who stays, supports, makes you a better person, helps you along the way. Let's see. I don't know. Someone who just makes you happy even when you're feeling sad. And can have like a really easy effect on you is usually the sign, for me at least. On Valentine's Day, when the song was released, Offload posted the below. Side note, Phi sounds like P. Okay, so it's P instead of Phi. Offload calls Daou P. Daou, because he's older. In turn, Offload is Nong or Offroad. Oh my gosh, I am so bad at this. I'm trying. Happy Valentine's Day. The definition of Offload, I'm assuming, is love. Having a person next to you, supporting you, watching and caring. This P is everything. Thank you for always taking care. Even if it's a short time, but it's like we've known each other for a long time. Let's stay and take care of this for a long time, P. Oh, that's sweet. Very sweet. I'm guessing you meant actions speak louder than words. Right. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. They do. That is definitely a fact. Daou singing Die with a Smile. Offload attended and was an official photographer. Come on. Excellent. Excellent. Being able to sing live is just amazing. Below is a translation from an interview with Thailand's Elle magazine. Actually, I've been like this since we joined LazyCon. I like to live stream. I also understand that other artists may like to live stream for different occasions. As I was a VJ before, that's hilarious. I like to live stream and talk with the fans. I like to chit chat, so I feel like this is another channel, another area where we can update about my life with my fans. I mean, I've been doing this and I talk about everything with my fans. I am who I am like this. My fans have always seen that I really am like this. So I'm not afraid of bringing myself on social media for a long time. Let them see who I am because it's really me. Offload, both the way Offload's fandom name and Daou's fandom name are all cute. I think everyone respects each other. The fans respect artists, they respect us, and we respect the fans. I really appreciate and respect their existence because they also come in to fulfill things I lack. Well, I think they give us happiness and they come to give encouragement to us when they are tired or discouraged. I think we're like fuel or energy for each other. Though, and actually whenever Offload has a solo scheduled event, most Danou will go to help support him. See, that's awesome. That's really cool. Our people will always help to vote or support things. We don't quite separate like that. It's just the nature of fans to have a favorite artist. My fans also love and adore Offload too. But I don't know if Offload's fans will love and adore me or not. That's funny. I have to ask his fans, his mom's fans, laugh. Because it's like they feel like I steal love from their child. I don't steal their child. Offload came to love me by himself. That's funny. That's freaking hilarious. That's very funny. Some outfits they wore for the fan meet, a convention meets concert kind of event in Macau. I have no explanation for the ears, to be honest. That's so cool that they do fan meets. Offload often called they use simply ooh or poo. Snuggles. Sleeve move was very Danou and the fan. Oh, that's right. The fan. The amount of sleeping. God. I'd be like, can you guys not record me when I'm sleeping, please? At Songkran, Thai New Year, Daou and Offload were partying and dancing. They're asked if they're a couple. They say they can't really be because they're actors, but it doesn't mean they don't love each other. That looks like a heck of a party going on. Who sulks the most? Oh no. I don't want to log in. Get out of here.
ต้าอู่ออฟโรดใครขี้งอนกว่ากันตอบพร้อมกัน1 2 3
ต้าอู่ครับตอนนี้งอนอยู่ด้วยรู้ด้วยนะว่าเรื่องอะไรงอนแล้ว
โอเคหายงอนยังคะ
ยังเลยเอาพอไว้ก่อน
โอเค
Oh. Here they're showing their rings to Udon, who played their child San. Photos were in the doc earlier, but this footage is just so sweet. Mickey D's. They have a fan meet at a McDonald's. I'm dead. It's amazing. They have a McDonald's sponsorship. Oh my gosh. One can dream. One can dream. Actually, I probably don't need it. Let's be honest. That would just be just terrible. I think, didn't Subway hand out like Subway for Life cards? Where you could just eat Subway for free if they ever sponsored you? Like, that would be insane. I would actually really enjoy that, I think. That'd probably be a lot healthier than McDonald's. Like, all the McDonald's you want, I'd be like, I can't handle this. It's like Frodo in the Ring. I can't handle this power. Turn into Gimli. Or, not Gimli. Turned into, oh my gosh. Why am I blanking right now? I almost said Gandalf. Good grief. What's going on with my mind right now? Gollum. Why is there so many G names? We talked about that after watching Spaceless. Oh, that's right. I think considering the line of work they're in and considering the industry is still a bit toxic, they can't fully express the depth of their relationship. Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard that on the set of COL, Century of Love, they faced homophobia from the staff. Ooh. That's not good. Good grief. Yeah, I guess time will tell, frankly, on that. They have a new project they've been working on called Creating a Fragrance. Wow. The name of their brand is Mason Round. Mason Round combines Mason meaning home and round symbolizing the endless circle of life. The names DaouOffroad, DaouOffroad blend to represent lasting unity. In this harmonious space, every moment is treasured as part of a continuous bond of love, bringing them together in time. Oh, that's interesting. Below is Offload talking about Mason Round and appearing to use fan, sounds similar to fan in regards to Dao. As usual, the car, the car is Offload. The others, I'm not sure. And one more thing, I'd like to place my product under your guys' care. Products that Dao and I have been working on together. The brand called Mason Round. I want you all to stay close to me. It's like sniff, sniffs, smell good together. Sniffs, like when we share the same perfume scent. Have you ever shared perfume with your lover? Scream! Because fan uses it and it smells so good. So we want to use it too. Scream! Ah! Like we have the same scent when we're together. Oh, the scent. Got it. Here's the new promo for the first Mason Round scent. Interesting. All right, let's see it. Oh, by the way, I love fragrance commercials because it's just unbelievable. It's usually about nothing about the fragrance. They're already well ahead of the curve because they actually showed the fragrance. Most of them are like some actor like Johnny Depp riding a Jaguar or something. You're just like, what is happening right now? What is this fever dream? And it's just like Dior, Chanel. I like that they're showing the product. We know it's a fragrance ad. That's cool. Wow, that's a nice... And the round, I get it. I get it. It's very cool. The fact that they actually showed the fragrance, we knew it was a fragrance ad. I mean, come on. Below is a translated transcript from an interview. How would Offload get Daou to drive them? The answer derails quickly. What would Offload say to Daou when he wants Daou to drive? I'm sleepy, please drive for me. I can't take it anymore. Wait, what do you think he would say? I can't take it anymore. Scream. Dirty mind people. Not like that. Hold on. He usually says it like that. Cut it here. Cut the live. Cut it. Hey, is it? No, when he was driving, he would say, I can't take it anymore. Wait, stop teasing me. So lost. Face palm. If I was writing a fanfic, that would be my main keyword. Dead. No, I want to write fanfic so bad. Look at his face. Can't take it anymore. I'm dead. What am I reading right now? This is a off the rails interview so bad. Oh my gosh. Because that day when I woke up and he looked like he couldn't continue and told me he couldn't take it anymore, that was it. So we switched. That's enough. They say that's enough. Let's change subjects. For those of you who don't understand why that sentence is, quote, dirty, imagine this. Oh, good grief. When you're alone with someone and you're in the mood, and then you tell the person, I can't stand it anymore. Let's do it right here, right. Yeah, that's that. I'm dead. Good grief. It's good to know I'm his happiness and he's mine. Looks like some sort of like late night TV show. Offload, I really want to thank for so much for everything you have done for me, for all the good intentions you have for me. I want to tell you that I love you very much, very, very much. Speaking the truth, since the time that I said it during LazIcon, I still feel grateful today, and I still believe in the same way I did. What's extra is the love I have for you, Nah. I love you even more at this point. Daou tickled Offload's ribs. Hey, don't poke me. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Lots of chaos, lots of romance. Indeed. You know what's funny? Whenever I see one of those fragrances, I'm always like, I wonder what it smells like, you know? Just always that natural curiosity. You see the ad and you're just like, So I guess they work. The ads. Especially if they're like very random or weird. You're just like, what does that smell like that they came up with that? Very odd. I don't know how fragrance companies do it, but they do it. And it's so expensive. Good grief, fragrances are expensive. I don't know if you've bought any recently, but good Lord. Makes me miss the days of Axe body spray. That stuff is like dirt cheap, but it smells terrible. It smells absolutely awful. I'm allergic to some fragrances, but not all. It's hard to navigate when you don't know the problem. Yeah, that is a good point. Got to move carefully, very carefully. All right, let's hop into this next one. Axe is called Lynx in the UK? Really? And I'm assuming the same amount of people don't like it. I'm assuming it smells just as bad. All right, the next video is Sweet Home 3. Everybody knows it is a music video. You can tell from the title. And it does have closed captioning, so the video is like this. And also it has an interesting aspect ratio, which is weird. It gives me migraines. That's not surprising. It's not surprising. Honestly, Axe body spray or Lynx body spray, pretty good deterrent if you're trying to scare away some, animal life or whatever. Why was it all the way up there? That was weird. Mankind is a virus.
누라가 진행되면 다시 돌아올 수 없으니까 사람이라 볼 수 없어서
괴물이라 죽였어요?
I wonder if I can make these closed captions larger, because they are pretty tiny. Options. Font size 150. Yeah, that's better. I'm looking at them like, dang, these are small. Have to write a paper for college? Well, good luck on the paper. Use AI if you have to. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wish, indeed.
누라가 진행되면 다시 돌아올 수 없으니까 사람이라 볼 수 없어서
괴물이라 죽였어요? 죽여도 당하는 거니까?
자연수.
괴물도 느끼고 알아봐요. 그들도 사람이었으니까.
Oh, they were once human.
사람들도 다 나빠.
지금껏 난 사람을 죽인 거야.
당신들과 괴물이 다를 게 뭐야?
괴물아, 우리한테 왜 이러는 거야? 괴물아는
정신병이야. 은희야, 나는 보여. 괴물이 된 사람들의 욕망이
하나의 욕망에 사로잡혀 자신만의 세상을 만들고 그 안에 갇히고만 하는
인간들은 포기하지 않아.
욕망에 가득 차서는 닥친 법을 파괴하고 다른 종들을 멸종시켜. 이쯤 되면 지구도 그런 생각 들지 않겠어요? 이제 주인을 바꿔줘야지. 인간들아.
너 나 못 죽이겠지? 넌 날 두고 본 게 아니라 그냥 못 죽이는 거야.
이은혁을 살린 거야.
Dang, CGI's looking good.
새끼들 걱정할 때가 아니야. 제일 무서운 건 사람이.
Oh, wow.
첫 걸음이 될
Neo-humans.
인간들은 실패했어.
내가 뭐냐고 물었죠.
신인류. 내가 왜 당신을 살려줬을까?
Yeah, that's
당신이 희망 인구 상징이니까. 인간은 아직 포기하지 않았다. 언젠가 이겨낼 수도 있다.
이 모든 걸 끝낼 구세주가 네가 만났지.
처음부터 지금.
That's a lot of Kool-Aid they just dumped on that guy.
이젠 받아들여. 넌 이미 괴물이야.
난 왜 사람인 거야?
Alright, that one stab did not look good.
차라리 괴물이라도
That
제발
really didn't look
왜?
good.
언제나 난 네 안에 있었다.
그래, 난 괴물이야.
멈춰야 돼. 내가 해야 돼.
오랜만이야.
오랜만이야?
내가 보고 싶었나 봐.
할 순 있겠어? 그럼 어디 잘해봐.
이 순리를 망가뜨린 건 그들이에요. 특수 감염대. 그제가 돌아왔습니다. 특수 감염인이 두려워한 것부터 말해. 차이해지.
당신은 절대 못 죽여.
Yeah, you definitely need like long-range weapons, because if you get close to one of those things, you're done. That's what I'm gathering from this.
내가 할게.
Looks like oh, here we go. There you go.
그건 처음부터 내 일이었어.
That'll do it.
이번에 끝내. 너도 살아야지.
넌 괜찮아?
뭐가?
전부 다 이렇게 된 거.
뭐 때문에?
차라리 그 편이 나을까? 아무것도 느끼지 못하면 더 이상 아프지도 않겠지.
모두가 돌아올 순 없었다. 그래도 나는 기다린다.
Excellent edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original. Go check it out. Check out the channel as well. They might have other great edits that you can check out. Very interesting. It looks like it's being told from the point of view from the monsters, or aka neo-humans. Maybe they're trying to create a space for themselves in society, or maybe they're trying to figure out what happened. They could go back into society. Kind of gives me a Detroit Become Human video game vibe, where you're just trying to fit in to the world and have, you know, rights and all that stuff, and not be seen as just complete monsters and be, you know, tamed and eliminated, I guess you could say. But yeah, let's go ahead and look up some information on that and figure it out. Sweet Home is a TV series, South Korean apocalyptic horror television show based on a webtoon of the same name, which recorded over 2.1 billion net views. That is a ton. First season was released on Netflix in 2020. Second season in 2023. Third and final season was released this year. Season 1, after an unexpected tragedy kills his entire family and leaves him as the only survivor, Cha Hyun-soo leaves his family home and relocates into the rundown apartment complex known as Green Home. One night, horrific monsters begin appearing and ravaging the city. Hyun-soo and some of his fellow residents band together within the confines of the complex and must fight for their survival against the new otherworldly threat, while others from the apartment turn into monsters based on the things they desire. Interesting. Hyun-soo starts having monster symptoms and develops the ability to turn into a winged monster whenever he desires. All right, so it's based on desires. Interesting. Is this trying to make a social commentary that having desires and desiring things is not the correct way to live? Like, what's the messaging here? Interesting. Season 2, the survivors of the Green Home venture out into the ruined world beyond its walls. Meanwhile, governmental bodies and scientific institutions continue their efforts to study the monsters, hoping to find a cure. Wow, indeed. I'm hearing Lucifer, what is it you truly desire? That is a good point. That is a good point. And his, you know, his typical look of, what is it you truly desire? And he's like giving a bunch of eye contact. Season 3, the survivors continue to face new threats and challenges as they explore deeper into the character's background, origins of the monsters. Hyun-soo grapples with his monstrous transformation abilities, playing a pivotal role in defending the survivors and uncovering the mysteries behind the monstrous outbreaks. Okay, so he's kind of like the in-between, where he can do it, he can become a monster to protect the survivors. New and more dangerous monster types are introduced, including human-like creatures emerging from cocoons. Yikes. Yi Young's child possessing special powers becomes a significant part of the story. Lee returns as a transformed monster, posing a serious threat to remaining survivors. Efforts by governmental and scientific bodies to understand and possibly cure the monstrous transformations continue, adding another layer of intrigue and hope for the characters. The season maintains its blend of horror, action, and emotional storytelling, leading to a climactic and satisfying conclusion to the series. Obviously, that's very opinionated. It's a single camera, 44 to so about an hour. Budget 30 billion won. Seems like a pretty decent budget. First season was 10 episodes, then 8, then 8. Boy, I would feel robbed if the first season was 10 episodes and then it just got shorter. Dang. I'm assuming the episodes got more expensive, maybe? And they cut it down. All right, we don't need individual. Oh, that's neat. Look at the writers. They stayed the same, basically. One dropped out, apparently. Dang, that's great. And it was all directed by the same people as well. Oh my gosh. So you know that story is just fluid. That's great. That rarely happens. Holy cow. Especially across seasons. His family all die. He becomes a monster who can defend everyone. Can we see his desire? What his desire was? Can't blame him. Yeah. Yeah. Can't blame him. The series spent most of its budget with each episode costing 3 billion won. Wow. Seems like a lot. Oh. Revealed that during Song Kang's audition, the actor reminded him of Johnny Depp in Edward Scissorhands. An image of someone who has a pure and innocent soul, but is holding a spear in his hand. It's kind of funny. Designers from Legacy Effects, VFX Studio, Westworld, and Spectral Motion, who has worked on such films as The Avengers and Avatar, as well as the television series Game of Thrones and Stranger Things. Holy crap. No wonder the visual effects were good. No wonder we were like, oh, this isn't bad. This is not bad. All those movies have very good effects. That is a funny picture. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Quite the resume indeed. Holy crap. Wow. Rotten Tomatoes, the first season. Let's see. I think we actually have. Do we have it? Oh, we have MDL, of course. Rotten Tomatoes, the first season has approval rating of 83% based on only 6 reviews. Good grief. With an average rating of 6.6. Second season has an approval rating of 80% on 5 reviews. So at least the critics were somewhat consistent with both seasons. The Times of India gave it a 4 out of 5 and says, quote, one does not need to be a lover of the horror genre to enjoy the series. Thanks to the many underlying plots of the various characters, both big and small, the action's superb, to say the least, and the drama is endearing at various levels. Somebody from the Decider said that despite its flaws and a premise we've seen before, Sweet Home distinguishes itself by its setting and its monsters. We will see if the drama between the survivors keeps us watching. South China Morning Post gave it a 3 out of 5. Despite a breathless opening episode and some grisly fun throughout, does not provide much of a story for viewers to get hooked on. What sprints out of the gate, so apparently it starts with a bang, is what I'm getting here. It definitely starts with a bang. 2 of them have definitely said that. It sets up an exciting creature-filled horror series, quickly comes to a slow crawl zombie apocalypse that we've seen many times before. It just swaps out the zombies for monsters. Yeah, I mean, I kind of got that feeling, honestly. But I don't mind the change. Obviously, we've seen zombie stories ad infinitum. Sweet Home was the first South Korean series to enter Netflix's top 10. Wow, reaching as high as 3rd. Really? That's huge. It's the original. It's the OG. 3 days after its release, it ranked 1st in 8 regions. The show was viewed by 22 million paid subscribers worldwide in the first 4 weeks of its release. High quality visual effects. Yep. Deep human connections. Many criticized the soundtrack. Really? That is not something you often see criticized. That's weird. Lack of monsters in the later episodes. Some viewers were anticipating more gore. Dang. I am shocked to see it. The soundtrack is criticized. Return for its, what was it, playing like classical music during fighting scenes? Like, what was going on there? Sweet Home will return for its 3rd and final season. Obviously, it's already played on Netflix, so you can go check it out. While tons of viewers are expected to check out the brutal world of Sweet Home for the first time upon Season 2's release, longtime fans know that the sophomore season won't be the last. All of the surviving cast guaranteed to return. Okay, so it's a little bit more of why they became monsters. And how we're trying not to turn into monsters. Okay. MDL. Oh, good old MDL. What did I just watch? That's a funny... It's such a funny title. Oh my gosh. Taylor Swift, Britney. Right. What kind of music is going on there? That's intriguing because you never hear that. You never hear that criticism. Like, oh, the soundtrack was just terrible. Although, that's a 7. That's an 8. Underwhelming, but better than Season 2. Great start, weak finish. That's literally what... That's a 10 on music right there. 6.5. All right, this person didn't like the music much. Unfinished and incongruent plot points. Season 3 leaves a bittersweet taste, but exceeds Season 2 in many good ways. Slightly better than Season 2. Still not close to the greatness of Season 1. So apparently, that's kind of the running theme of a lot of reviews, is that Season 1 is incredible. Or certainly the first couple episodes. Loaded and repetitive. Glad that now it has come to an end. Ooh, that's harsh. At least it has an okay closure that put a stop to all these disappointments. Let's just keep them in a safe place at a sweet home and never bring them back again. Oh my gosh. An intriguing exploration into what makes us human and what makes us monsters. All right, there's a glowing review. Not bad, not bad. This person absolutely adored it. Expected a little more from the final battle. Everything past Season 1 sucks. There you go. There's a interesting review. Season 1 is flawless. Perfect. I love it so much. The vibes are immaculate. Characters are perfect. The soundtrack slaps. It's strangely so comforting, yet considering its dark themes. I cried when characters died. Season 2 went very quickly and steeply downhill. The monsters were nothing like Season 1 and were instead generic stone things. Maybe 3 people turned into monsters, which made everyone in the bunker feel useless for the story. Season 3 started out better than Season 2, but when you actually think about it, he's not going to... kept having these plot twist moments that made it seem like we were supposed to be shocked, but they were just the stupidest, irrelevant things. Like the fact that the pretty girl wasn't even actually the daughter of the crazy lady in charge. I love reading that out of context. It's like, what? The ending of season 3 is probably the worst thing ever. Wow. I still love every bit of season 1. Well, there you go. That is a roller coaster. Notice they watched it all, though. Notice they watched it all. Kind of interesting. Well, season 1 sounds like a go from whatever I just read there. Season 1 sounds like it's amazing. Season 3 is a little tough, apparently. But the edit was amazing, honestly. So, I don't know. Made season 3 look pretty dang good to me. Maybe after watching season 1, your expectations are up here. And then after watching that and seeing everything else, it kind of shifts downward. But not watching season 1, season 3 looks pretty good. So that's kind of one of those weird situations where you're just like, I don't know, guys. Looks pretty good to me. But maybe season 1 just kind of sets it apart. And you're just like, dang, I wish it had the magic of season 1. Next on the list and last for the stream, or the week, I suppose, is Delena plus Daylight, ending where we started, indeed, The Vampire Diaries. Let's go ahead and hop in. I go pick up my groceries after this.
Last spring,
I think the store actually just called me, which is funny.
bridge into the lake, and I was in the back seat and I survived, but they didn't.
We're doing pretending like our lives aren't screwed.
We need to do this, okay? Breathe, eat, sleep, wake up, and do it all over again until one day.
That's life.
Not as hard anymore.
So, Stephanie.
The amount of times I have felt
After my
that.
parents died, there was something about being with Stefan that just felt safe. It's like I knew that he would never stop loving me. Like he would never die.
Like your parents did.
I don't want to talk about my future, Stefan. Because everything you're saying is making it perfectly clear that you're not going to be in it. I think I make him sad.
He's the only way to fix all this.
You mean me?
You want to cure her because she's a vampire and she's not cut out to be, or you can't love her if she isn't? Well, she's not supposed to be this person. I don't want her to be.
This is who I am. All he sees is a broken toy.
She's not a toy soldier. Well, if I'm going to ride this fairy tale to its conclusion, let me clear up one thing.
It's the most real thing that I've ever felt in my entire life.
I'm following her away, brother.
Oh, God. This is such a weird... The fact that they're brothers fighting over the same girl, that will never not be weird to me. Because then I put myself in that situation with my brothers, and it's just like, ugh. Oh, God. I'm good. I'm good.
Sort of snuck up on me. Got under my skin, and no matter what I do, I just can't shake it. Maybe he sees something in her we don't. Like, whenever you see him,
You're the good. And you look at my life. Because without it, there's an awful lot of darkness.
it's not just
That I
she
agree
does
with
it
from
to
Damon.
And she does, but he changes her too.
Damon inspired you. And when you died, he was the only one that could make you feel alive again, and you made him feel human. You know what I think? I don't think I've ever seen you more alive.
It's like a million tiny little pieces.
Well, to be fair, she was in a pretty bad place when he met her. So it after time and, you know, taking her out of her shell, away from the cemetery, it makes sense that she would seem more human and more positive.
My heart falling back into
I think me and my bros have very different types. Right. That helps tremendously. And, you know, that is a weird decision to be like, all right, let the best person win. Game on.
place.
How you feeling about that?
I feel like I want to kiss
Like,
you.
I think there's more than enough people to go around.
I've never felt more alive. Being with Damon makes me happy. When I'm with him, it feels unpredictable. Like I'm free.
That's that bad boy energy.
Last spring,
That's that bad boy energy.
drove off a bridge into
It's that Damon energy. That was a great edit. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. I would say, I can't really say for sure because obviously I haven't seen the show, all of it. But I do enjoy their pairing because it does seem like they kind of aided in each other's. A good way to say this. They aided in each other's. Gosh, I'm trying to figure out a good way to say this. Like they found themselves through each other. That sounds pretty good. That's a good way to put it. They found themselves through each other. Basically, they were both in very dark places, and they found their way back to, somewhat of themselves. Very poetic indeed. Boy, I grabbed that one out of nowhere. But yeah, they seem like they aided each other for sure. They met at a time where they needed to meet somebody that could bring them back, which is powerful. That is very powerful. Let's go ahead and bring up some more information on Delena. Or Delena. Delena? The relationship between the cured vampire human doppelganger, Elena, and the cured vampire human, Damon Salvatore, is a complicated but a popular and powerful romantic pairing and a significant relationship in the series. I'm not surprised it's popular. I mean, they're two very good-looking people. That kind of helps, certainly. They have 8,000 comments on this article. 8,000. Good grief. Damon's first words to Elena: you want a love that consumes you. You want passion and adventure and even a little danger. He literally just described himself. That's hilarious. Intimacy levels: married, husband and wife, flash forward. They believe to be each other's soulmates. Though initially started on antagonistic terms, that's because of Damon, their relationship develops throughout the series. He was the narcissistic, evil vampire who came to town to seek revenge on his younger brother, who Elena happened to develop an interest in. When everyone had written Damon off as a bad guy who couldn't be redeemed, Elena, who was unafraid of him and willing to call him on his crap, saw something. I love that crap is involved in this. Saw something in that. That's hilarious to read that in an article. Saw something in him that hinted he wasn't entirely evil, and so there marked the start of a tentative friendship. Over the seasons, their bond continues to grow, from becoming allies to friends, to best friends, and ultimately lovers. He's always saving her from danger, and she's saving him from his dark self. That was the point I was trying to get across, is that they were saving each other, they were bringing each other back to themselves. They both care deeply for each other, regardless of any obstacles that may come in their way. Both love each other with a passion that consumes them. For him, she is the best thing that's ever happened to him in his life. For Elena, Damon is the one that defines her and believes him to be her soulmate. Well, he also brings her back from, the shadows. She was literally hanging out in a cemetery, or, the woods or something. It was, deep woods somewhere. She was just hanging out alone. It was not a good situation. It was not positive. So the fact that he was able to really bring her comfort, show her that life could go on, you could have a life, which is hilarious coming from a vampire. Just kind of aids in their relationship and their love for each other. First relationship. 4-7. Dang. Took until season 4? Oh, I guess Stefan was with her for first couple seasons, maybe. Or was the contest between the two? In the pilot, Damon spies on Elena by controlling a crow in a fog when she was writing in her diary. It is a cemetery. Okay. I was trying to remember if it was a cemetery or just a woods. Writing in her diary at the cemetery. That is not good. If you're writing in your diary at a cemetery, you're not doing well. So the fact that he's able to bring her out and really, show her a good time, all that good stuff. Pretty powerful. Damon met Elena at the Salvatore boarding house when she was looking for Stefan, his brother. Purposely told her about Catherine, an old flame, Stefan and himself, though he didn't mention her name. He wanted Elena to think Stefan was still heartbroken and on the rebound from the last girlfriend he had, which was Catherine. Elena left when Stefan arrived, sensing the tension between the siblings. That's right. I remember that. That was interesting. Interesting way to start your courtship, I guess. Joshua Butler, one of the directors, said Damon Salvatore and Elena Gilbert, ship of the century? Hell yeah. Delena will live in our hearts until the end of time. Paul Wesley, who plays Stefan, said Shyy, Elena, and Damon are such a thing right now. Even I'm rooting for them. Chris Wood, who plays Kai, is team Delena. Candace, who plays Caroline, prefers Delena over Stellena. I guess it's Stelena and Delena. Raina Cruz, the actress who plays Raina Cruz. I have to go with the fans, and from the temperature I've taken from the fans, Delena is it when asked about her opinion. All right, so clearly that this is pretty one-sided. But obviously I have read comments that are fans of Stefan and Elena. It's so weird because when you first get introduced or they first introduce themselves to each other, it is awkward because Damon is so evil at that point. He's just trying to instigate, like just professional instigator. That is my takeaway from that. Season 2, episode 1, when Damon was telling Elena to stop lying to herself and everyone and to admit she has feelings for Damon. For everyone saying that the status should be changed from ended, it will not. This is how we do things on this wiki, and nobody has had a problem with it before. There's numerous comments below explaining why the status is as it is. Read them before commenting on. I'm dead. That's funny. A little wiki arguments going on there. Well, we actually have to be grateful of Nina's departure. Julie Pleck to EW. Quote, when we were writing, Kevin asked, is there anything we should do to boost the power of the triangle and the choice? And I said, there is no choice, unfortunately. When Elena left, a promise was made that Elena and Damon would be reunited. If Nina had wanted to come back for a final season, maybe there would be a choice there, but with her coming back for a final episode, there is no choice. Oh. Interesting. Next one, back in season 2, when Kevin and I were sitting in the mall, we had fallen in love with this series and this story about two brothers who love the same girl. Ugh. And the love triangle was kicking into high gear. We said to ourselves, when all is said and done, when this show is over, both brothers should die in the name of saving their girl and then be watching her like ghosts. What? Because we had introduced the other side as she went off into the sunset to live her life and maybe marry Matt Donovan or maybe become a doctor, but that those brothers would be side by side watching her live. That was the thing that made us cry all the tears in season 2. Oh, that's creepy. No, I don't. That ending would have been awful indeed. Oh, God. Oh, God. I felt like we had to make a commitment to seeing Damon and Elena through the end. If Nina had never left, I would have loved to have been able to see if Stefan and Elena could have found their way back to each other. Okay. Well, it sounds like, yeah, like this poster said, it sounds like a good thing that Nina left. Because these are not it. These are terrible. Have them both die and watch her like ghosts. That is so not good. Maybe why Nina left? Possibly. Good grief. JP also said that they thought the idea of burning Elena's casket to shock the audience, and someone said to her, as a fan of the show, this is the worst idea you've ever had. To boost the power of the triangle, but there was no more triangle since season 4 when Elena made her final choice. Yes, if Nina had said yes for one more season, I'm pretty sure that would have been the end of Delena. Yeah, that's weird. Boost the power of the triangle. What the heck is even that? That is so weird. They were clearly willing to go anywhere with the story. And I'm glad they didn't go in any of those directions. That is wild. Love Damon even more for being so selfless when it comes to Elena. It's been said that Nina will be seen in the last 3 episodes of the season. Obviously not true. Pretty sure she didn't show up at all, right? That is interesting. Good grief. Hate love triangle plots, so the power of the triangle is making me cringe so much. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that they're brothers, too. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, God. And the fact that they've not once, but twice, maybe even more times, dated the same girl, that is crazy to me. That is unbelievable. Good grief. Wow. Well, that's a weird note to end on. But anyway, it was a beautiful edit. Honestly, if I were to choose a pair, it seems like the both of them had kind of a redemption arc a little bit. Obviously, Nina was less of a redemption. She wasn't turning evil to nice. She was, or evil to human. She was turning, she was just finding herself again, finding, her place and confidence in herself, and life goes on. And it's very difficult to lose a parent, let alone both. So you just have to, well, it's hard at the beginning, of course, but eventually you find the little joys in life return, and, you have those somber moments every once in a while, but you do get over it. And it does help to have somebody in your life that kind of brings it out of you and kind of shows you the way back to happiness. Yeah, it's just interesting. The new normal. That is a great way to put it. The new normal, indeed. Not better, not worse, but different. Very different. And you just kind of, you move on. You move on, but you remember the past, and you have, obviously, she has the cemetery, which is kind of a weird one, but hopefully she has, some photos and videos or whatever, and that's kind of a nicer way to remember. You definitely don't want to think of the end. That's kind of something, although that does stick with you for the longest time. It still kind of sticks with me, honestly. But eventually that does fade a little bit and a little bit and a little bit over time. And then you just think of the good times. You think of fun things that, make you remind you of something. And yeah, it doesn't get better. It's just different. It is just different. Boy, whoever came up with that time heals all, what a jerk. It is not like that at all. It's just different. But yeah, great edit. Obviously, a wonderful couple. They help find themselves and find each other in each other. Beautiful. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed all of those. Shout out to Luke and Jace for finding those wonderful links and information, and everybody that helped as well. I appreciate it in the Discord. If you'd like to help on anything, certainly join the Discord. We are more than happy to have people, you know, chime in on stuff and show great links and all that good stuff, and it'll be used on stream, which we appreciate. So join the Discord. I think we have 145 members and counting at this point. Super awesome. Everyone's super nice. It's amazing. I think you will absolutely enjoy it. And you can always leave if you don't enjoy it. That's totally fine. I won't, you know, nothing personal. The door goes both ways, but we're happy to have you in there and happy to have you join and contribute and all that good stuff. So give it a shot. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, YouTube, Todd Reacts. And I appreciate each and everybody who has already subscribed. It's amazing. Wonderful. I thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy enough to subscribe. And check out the Winter Collection, launched October 1st. It just launched. I appreciate everybody checking it out. 15% off for website members on every order. Ships worldwide, no matter what country you're in. Literally, ships worldwide. And yeah, if you'd like to request your own video, saw something today and it kind of jogged your memory, like, oh, I could totally have them react to another Delena video or whatever. Go ahead and head on over to toddreacts.com. The season and series tiers are how you can do so. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate your time. And hopefully you enjoyed something about the stream. Whether it's me, whether it's videos, whatever. I hope you enjoyed something and you learned something as well. Take it easy, Jace. Take it easy, everybody who joined live. If you're watching on YouTube, shout out to the YouTube crew. Appreciate it. And I think I got everything. I did. Go out, do something fun this weekend. Or stay in and do something fun this weekend. It's a good time of year for, you know, scary movies, spooky movies. Always a good weekend thing. And yeah, I hope you have a safe and happy weekend. I will see you back here on Monday for another wonderful stream of your reaction videos. And yeah, take care. Bye-bye, everybody.